Okay. Ready for another show this week, guys? Yeah, here we are again for you. And thank you for showing up and watching our show. It's Spirit Inspires every Sunday, 2 to 5 p.m. And you're a big part of this because when you donate, when you get a reading, when you are open to receive the messages that God has planned for you this week, it's a big deal. It's a big deal to heaven. And they want to be heard. They want to be seen. They want to be involved in your life. That brings them joy to help you in the littlest thing to the biggest thing when and if they can, because of who they are to you and where they are now. Their existence being spirit is a lot. They're more involved and they can be more of a help than in the physical body. Reason is, everybody, is because they see clearer. They feel the truth. They know now why things have happened, when and how they have, what their benefit was here on earth, even to the day they died, maybe even how they died. So the messages to you is to enlighten you. They're already enlightened. They want to bring you to their party in a way, right? They're having a good time. They want to invite you to the grace, invite you to the light, invite you to the healing process that awareness of their light, their spirit around you can give you. They can't take away your grief. It's a process we do have to go through in the physical body, being of flesh, being of the mind, not just of the soul. Because their light, they can blend with you. They can light things up, make things a little clearer, bring you on that spiritual journey that you're on right now, or you wouldn't be watching right now. And enlighten you, help you realize what is true, not have to wait till you cross over to get the truth. Bring some of that truth here. So I am the pencil they're going to write with today. Yay, I got lots of sleep last night, so my pencil is very sharp. Little Phoebe wants to go. She's so cute. She puts your little paw up to the door and looks at you. That's sign language with, can you open the door? So think of that even happening. If you should have a pet, they don't speak human language. They do gestures. They do, whatever, looks or cries or whatever to let you know something. They're speaking to you in a different way. And the same thing goes with the spirit world. They don't have the human body to walk in, sit down, and discuss things over with you. But they have signs through your life, in your life, crossing your path that just show up. In fact, I want to share one with you. I went yesterday to have a little lunch with my cousins and a friend. Hi, Monica. Hi, Anna. Hi, Sandra, if you're watching, Sandra. We got together, even if it's a short time, it's good, a little bit there. And when we were leaving, here a big rainbow showed up, like a big arch from one building crossing over the road, the big road we were on, to the other building. A beautiful, perfect rainbow. I don't think I've ever seen such a big and perfect rainbow in a really, really long time, if any. And rainbows are a promise of good fortune, a promise of good things coming your way now. It's the storm is over, the worst is over. There's a chance for good things. It's a happy symbol. It's a no worry symbol. So we knew what it meant. We were feeling like our loved ones in heaven were giving us that big hugging kiss. And, you always take it a personal thing. It's not like you open up a book. Okay, this is what it should mean to everybody. Always means good fortune. Always means something good. But when you get that rainbow, what's going on in your life? Apply it to what's happening, what you've been worrying about, what you've been hoping for, or what's going well, and, the good fortune that's going on now, that they're happy for you. They're praising this time of your life. So you always apply it personally to you, taking the kind of, simplistic message that it is and filter it into your life and say, okay, what does heaven really personally want to tell me? What's going on in my life right now? And it's right there. It's typically right there in your mind's eye. You'll get it in your heart. So welcome to the show. Let's talk a bit. You might be a first-time watcher. So let's talk a little bit of the exciting process of the show. you can get a reading today. I am years and years booked out. I've been that way for 25 years, pretty much the whole thing. Do you have to wait a reading through the gift God bless me, the Holy Spirit in me, to give you a message from your loved ones years? No, you could get it today. Today with a $10 donation, which feeds the process. It aids to the process of this happening. The lights that are lit, the center we're at, the rent and the electricity and the water and everything that we do to make this show happen on a Sunday, it pays for all that. And yes, we're in that world where we have to pay for things. Yep. But that $10 goes not only to what you will receive, I hope to, but also for all those who do receive this. So that karmic energy, that good energy that you fire out, knowing it may not be you picked, it may be someone else, but you're hoping, even if it is you, it does fire back and bless you. Okay. So the way to do it is two simple ways, is to Venmo your payment or through PayPal. Now, actually, there is a third way, but this would be for the next show, which we're not doing one next week for Halloween. It's right on Halloween. We actually have family plans of our own. But what you could do, if a show's coming up, you would want to be a part of it, and you don't have Venmo or PayPal, you can come to the center here and throw it in the mail slot in an envelope saying for the next show. It's the only show I'm doing, and your name. Okay, that's all we need, because first and last, because when we announce your name, because we write it on a piece of paper, put it in a bowl, randomly pick throughout the show. If you're announced, then you call in, we mic the phone, and everybody is listening, and we have a live reading with the afterlife and you and me. So the address here is 134 North Main Street. It's 134 North Main Street. And that's North Wales. And Wales is W-A-L-E-S. W-A-L-E-S. PA 19454. So again, 134 North Main Street. Make sure you put the North in there, because there is a 134 South Main Street. It's 134 North Main Street. And it's North Wales, PA 19454. If you're in the area, people drive by on the way to work, on the way home, you could pull in, throw it in the mailbox on the porch here, and we will get it. And again, all you need is the donation, cash, check, money order, and with a piece of paper or on the envelope saying your name. Okay, it's a $10 or more, and we appreciate that if you should do that. You can mail it too. You do a check, write it out to me, Teresa Roba, T-H-E-R-E-S-A-R-O-B-A. Now back to Venmo and PayPal. Write it down, because you may not want to do the donation now and think, wow, that was a great reading. I do want a reading. And now you have the ways to do it. Venmo is at Teresa-Roba. It's at Teresa-Roba. The PayPal is, what you have to put in is connection. CONNECTION. T is in Thomas, M is in Mary, R is in Robert. At gmail.com. So connection, TMR at gmail.com. They're starting to yell at me. Okay, the spirit world. So we got to get going here. So get those donations in now. We'll put them in a bowl. We'll have my grandson Nathan. He's on the job today to select live on camera your names. So you'll see him. While we're waiting for everybody to put in their donations. Oh, and I have to say, if you do a PayPal donation, make sure you click on friends or family. Very important. Why? Because we get charged. There's a fee, an added fee, which it does add up. Okay, so please click on friends or family. Okay, if they ask for my 4 last digits of my phone number, 7753. Sometimes for a fluky reason, they say, what's the last 4 digits of your cell phone? 7753. 7753. Okay, so now you have everything you need to donate. you've been pulled here by Spirit to watch, possibly get a live reading on the Halloween season. Yeah. And while we're doing that, I'm going to pull a card for everybody. We're going to do a little prayer, and I'm going to smudge you. So let's start with smudging. Smudging, I want to teach everybody, even if you don't know or you know a little bit, you order white sage. White sage, not a spice. It is dried leaves. This is a big sucker here that I break it and I pull from it. Some people light the end and go firing it around like, woo, smudging the area. I think you're asking for trouble. If an ember comes flying off, you always want to be safe than sorry with fire. So it's dried leaves. And people will say, ooh, that smells like church, because they use it in church service, Now, it does have a little bit of a smell like the marijuana. So you may not want to book that, as I will say, the job interview right after, or go see and meet your boyfriend or your girlfriend's, parents that night. It smells like, ooh, that smell. So take a little bit off, and I have already. You break it. So where do you get it? Amazon.com. If you didn't hear me say that, Amazon. 8. Now I think I got 4 big sticks at maybe $15. I don't think it's that much. Traditionally, you put it in a shell, but you can just put it in a bowl as long as it's not flammable. And like I do, I break it off, and then you light it. And when you blow out the flame, that smoke that comes out is what you're using. So God even told me that it's not really the shell, the feather you use. It's really the intention from your heart, your mind, and the white sage, the smoke, right? So you could use a pizza delivery menu, People magazine, whatever you have around, a card, look at, does the job, right? And the intention. So thank you, Colleen. I got my beautiful feather you made you were out somewhere in the middle, out west, and you were away for a month in the country, and every day you'd find a feather, and you felt like this was meant for me. So thank you. It holds a lot of energy, a lot of power. I feel it. Thank you. And you want to just swoop with the intention of clearing, bringing in the light, right? It's cleaning the negative lower energies away to bring in holiness, a stronger, clearer connection to your angels, your spirit guides, people that have passed that love you, that you love. And just, and I'm thinking of you. I'm clearing out your third eye. You're getting that right now. Just like at works. You don't have to be in front of me, sweetie. You don't have to be right here for me to pray for you. I could pray for you. You could be anywhere in the world. So this works the same way. My intention sends it to you. God blesses it and blesses the situation and the people involved. So I am putting the intention out there for this rainbow thing, for good fortune to come your way, for better days to be here now, for the worst to be over, for healing to take place, of the mind, of the body, of your life, your finances. Clear away any walls, boundaries, anything that's in your way of stopping you from even moving slowly with positive steps forward. We want God to always point us in the right direction. Cleaning out your throat chakra, which is your communication, how people talk to you, how you talk to them. All good now, right? Cleaning out all those cobwebs, all that negativity from the past of judgment. Washing away your heart chakra, all the negativity in there. It could be even just sadness or worry. It's not even warranted. There's not a reason behind that worry. It's needless worry. We're just going to get rid of that. And whatever you really need to get pulled to act, to make better, you're going to know exactly where to put your energy. Your solar plexus, which is to be your authentic self in love, in joy. Your lower chakras, which has to do with the physical plane, with relationships, with money, with all the things that you want to manifest in this world physically. God bless you. God bless us all today. Okay, so we're putting this out, and you want to always make sure you don't put it away, meaning in the Ziploc baggie, in the box, in the bag, on the shelf, in your closet. Wherever you store it, don't put it away right away, because there could be a little bit still going on there. So I keep it near me, and I keep it on a safe surface like the ceramic bowl. Now this is holy wood. We're going to give this day a little jump here today. A little bit of a added blessing. It's called holy wood, and you can look it up. You can find it, I'm sure, on Amazon. In some spiritual stores have it. And it's hard to light, but once it has a very sweet smell. And the smoke that comes from it is supposed to be extremely powerful. And it, again, as you saw, very short. It burns very short. It does a lot in a short time, so it doesn't need to keep burning. So that's your sage lesson, white sage. And I hope you feel confident in pursuing that. And yes, you can. I just heard someone say spiritually, they want to know, there you go, a bell to prove it. Yeah, right? That can I bless an area? Yes, you can bless your bedroom. You can bless your workspace. You can bless where you want. In fact, where you live, I would bless not your closets, because you don't want your clothes smelling like this, but you want to bless just the room, it going around a circle clockwise. Remember, clockwise, up like this, and you're done. It doesn't take long to do it. And then just the intention cleans the whole room. And you want to do it, especially if you're going to do just one room, where you spend most time, and if you should worry more in that room or work in that room. A lot of energy is released. Like a family room would be, I would say, out of everything in your room, your house, an office, if you work and do your financial, you do your payments there, you work out your finances, definitely. And even your bedroom, because that's where you want to wind down, you want to go to sleep, and you want to have some positive energy there to meet you, to have a gentle and happy night's sleep. So our message for today, for October 24th, 2021, from your angels. Oh, do we have people?
Yep.
Oh, let's get to the first reading. We'll do the angel message after this, because they're ready. They're ready. Come on in here, Nathan.
Hello.
This is Nathan Zayas,
I'm going to begin with me.
my second grandchild. Okay, and let's see if it's Maureen Clemens. You want to say it out loud?
Maureen Clemens.
Maureen.
Clemens.
Yep, Maureen Clemens. Thank you, Nathan. Good job. And you can have a snack there. You go. Grab the pretzel as you went by. Okay, Maureen, 215-393-9021. 215-393-9021. You are our first reading. I can't wait to see who I get to meet from the spirit world today because of Maureen. Okay. We have the mic. We need the phone. Okay. And I'll do a little holy water. Now, after every, this is the oil. It's olive oil blessed by the glove of St. Padre Pio. You can get it at the shrine. That reminds me, I'm going to announce November 1st and November 2nd thing I'm running that only costs $10. If you would like to come with me, okay? I'm doing something special for All Saints Day. And then for the Day of the Dead, the Afterlife holiday, our feast day, November 2nd, is All Souls Day. I'm going to do something special at St. Padre Pio's if you'd like to come. Okay? And we're going to be connecting to the afterlife and do a little thing with candles there. So, and it's only $10. 100% goes to the shrine. So, Maureen, I need you to call 215 393-9021. I've got the phone here. Let's bless the energy with this. I know there's a 2-minute delay. Phoebe's happy. She's running all over. She goes around. She sniffs everything. She checks everything, even though she's been here a million times. Okay, here goes Maureen. Maureen, is that you? Oh my God, did I hang up on her? I don't know why I did. Okay, Maureen, try it again. There she is. I gotta pick up this way first. Hello? Hello? Now, I did it right that time. Something's going on here. Maureen, I'm picking up. Hello? I heard a voice that time. Hello?
Hello?
Yep, you're here. For some reason, I didn't get... Did you call the last 2 times?
I called one other time and it didn't seem like it was going through.
Okay, well, someone else was calling while you were calling, thinking they could call and be Maureen. I don't know. But, or it's just timing. But welcome to the show, Spirit Inspires. You're our first reading for October 21st.
Oh, I'm thrilled. Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And let me just test this. Hello, testing. Hold on. Testing. Okay. Get and speak, Maureen.
Yes.
There we go. We can hear you. Great, great, great. Okay. So, I don't know if you watched the show before, but it's live, unedited. This is a spirit coming through with all its glory. And I want to give you this ahead of time. You do not have to understand anything. My ego doesn't have to be kissed, but you know what? The spirit world does want to know that you at least understood it, or, you know, that you're going to take it and you're going to pray on it later. So symbols mean things. That's the way it's been my whole life. They've talked to me through their sign language, and they're going to give me, whether it's a vision, they're going to give me a feeling I have to describe to you. I may hear a word, or they'll be trying to give me the letter of it, the sounds like. It's all energy pushing through the veil, trying to be felt, heard, and seen. And God has blessed me with the gift to do that for you today. Okay?
Okay.
And a mother, and I feel how they love you. So a mother could be a mother or mother-in-law, a father, father-in-law, a sister, brother-in-law. A mwah is not your brother or your sister. You could have pets come through, children that didn't make it or did, that grown to be an adult, still a child figure coming through. All right, so let's see who comes through for you. And I do have a mother figure coming through, and she's opening energy for lots of other people behind her, she says. And there is a father figure that died way before her. How do you connect with a mom figure past? Being not your grandmom, your mom.
Okay, well, my mom passed back in 2008.
Okay. Okay, so yes, you know your mom, but who's the father figure that died before her?
I guess that could possibly be my father, who died in 1985.
Did he die before her?
Yes.
Okay, so know that that's your mom, and it's so cool because they kind of give it to me like there's a door, and that they open it and they go, "Oh, hi, how you doing?" Like they just walked in your house, and then there's this pause. She turns around. She goes, "Come on," like this, and this guy comes in and says, "And I'm with him." But he died way before me. She gave me the feeling of that. So right from that, I haven't even really gotten into the heart of your reading. Your mom is kicking some butt, right? She wants you to know she's not with me. She's not with me, Maureen. She's with you right now. She's standing to your left, and your father's right behind her to her left. So it's like she is making that statement that she really wants to rule this reading. You know, a lot of it is that she stayed as long as she could, and that she knew that you were there before she passed, not being able to be there at the last breath, but she heard what you said. It's a little bit of, did she know I was there? Did she hear me? What was going on with your mom's mind? This is shutting down, can't talk. She's talking about.
She had had a stroke in July of 2008. I took her home to take care of her in my house that September.
Okay.
And so her mind was not, 100% clear.
Yeah, she's making me feel like, thank you for that.
And then died in my house.
Thank you for that, because this is her way of saying, because of her mind, for some reason, she couldn't really hold a conversation to say everything her heart was feeling, that she knew what was going on. This is big for her. She's going, this is big, Teresa. I can't believe I get to say this. I've been wanting to say it. I've been happy the whole time I've been in heaven. And I'm happy today to tell my daughter that I knew everything that was going on. She knew that you were a little scared of what I think is kind of feeling like she's going to fall or something. Like you were very afraid of her falling, she's giving me. And so like you're a nervous girl, like your nerves, she goes, she loves you so much. And she wants to say how she loves you for pushing through those bad nerves and stepping forward and saying, for my mother, I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to figure it out,
Right.
And that you did have a good support team as far as who to call, like whether it's the nurse at discharger that said, oh, honey, if you need me, here's my number. Call me. Like God sent you these little angels in your life to say, you're not alone if you should need me. Who's Evelyn? Or Eva? Evie.
I can't think of.
Okay. Was that somebody in the hospital with her?
I don't know. That's possible. She spent a long time.
Ava?
And then in rehab, and I really honestly don't know.
Okay, that's okay.
Some of the
Hold on 1 second. Is the state of Virginia mean anything?
Not
or the name Virginia?
No.
Is she have sisters, like many sisters? She have like 3 sisters. Thank you. There's like the little like sister.
Right.
I was going to say she had 3 sisters. It's her family who had crossed at that time, because there was another sister, whatever, still alive. It's all the people that came to meet her too.
Okay.
There's an A-V, E-V, something V, like Virginia. She keeps bringing up. Look, you'll be washing dishes in a couple days and go, oh my God, and it'll come to you. Do I need to know? Do you need to call me? I'll say, then what did I say? I won't remember.
Okay.
So the truth is, just know that she had friendship. She also has a sister that died very young and that she got to see again, which was very moving to her. Okay. And is E-M like Emilia? Emily? Is that her mother?
I have a niece, Amelia.
Amelia is your niece. So one of her granddaughters. Okay.
Right.
Okay, Amelia. So look that's not Mary. I'll give her a mwah, 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 because that's her way of saying that she sees your life. She sees what's going on after her, because isn't there a boy she met connected to you, but she didn't meet a girl or meet a granddaughter that was born after she died?
Yes, I had a granddaughter who just turned 2 this August. So, my mom did not meet her.
Do you have a son?
I do.
Okay. She met your son, correct?
Of course, yes.
Yes, okay. Because there's an endearment of the son, but this daughter coming after she passed, she wouldn't have gotten to see here, but she would have known before you in heaven. Okay?
Oh, okay.
All right, hold on. Is like Jerry or Johnny your son?
Jimmy is my son.
Jimmy, okay. Jimmy, okay. Okay, and I don't know if at some point when she was alive, you lived out of state or she lived out of state, and something about moving closer or being closer. That's
yes.
Go ahead.
Sorry, yes, she did. She lived in Delaware for several years when my son was a baby.
Okay, and then I don't know if you moved near her or she moved near. Like there's a shift to change. Thank God, because we got to be together more. So she has a lot of good memories that she cherishes, and she goes back and she can pull from the past of the 2 of you. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh God. Okay. Not to get into it, your dad says, but I guess, was he a little bit rough around the edges?
A A little bit. I wouldn't necessarily claim
No, then it's not him because it's somebody you would say, yeah, a lot. Who was really kind of mean? Not your mother. Huh?
I don't know. I mean,
I'm getting somebody coming in kind of apologizing.
but I think he was definitely self-centered, and you know what I mean. His needs came first, so she might be alluding to that.
No, this is your mother's not talking. She said it's not me. I'm getting a male energy come in. Kind of was a little bit rough around the. Kind of was very strict or louder. Very, very had an anger issue.
Huh.
I feel could this be a father? I feel like it has to do with your dad in a way. Was this your dad's father? Or
your-in-law? Yeah, I think my
no, your dad keeps saying no. What about your father-in-law?
My father-in-law?
Yeah. See, I gotta get him.
I really didn't.
He's actually really nice. Actually, he is cross. He just came in because I mentioned him. And he's super, super nice, honey. It's not him. I don't know if you had a boyfriend, somebody that treated you with authority and was actually kind of demeaning. I just feel like this soul coming in, wanting to say they're sorry and that they've become this better version. And it's not someone that was self-centered. It was somebody really loud or really, and again, not your mother, definitely a male. And not evil, just had a little bit of a temper, could have been nicer, that wasn't, and they just want to say they're sorry. Okay. Okay. And who did you want to connect to? Because I actually like your dad. Your dad's on the quiet side with your mother. I don't know if it's that she wants to be the center of attention just for today because she loves you so much. She wants to. And then how do you connect with March?
March. I have a brother and a sister whose
birthday. Okay. And then just recently, I don't know if your birthday's July or wait, hold on. We're in October, September are you August or September?
No, May.
Oh no. Whose birthday? Not just past, but more around July, August, the beginning of September, but it's August. So it's got to be the end of August. Remember, the end of August was brought up. Okay?
Right. Well, the only person I can think of born in August is my granddaughter.
Okay.
She just turned 2.
Okay. And that's the second time they talked about her, didn't they? So, yeah. So she's seeing, even though you say she wouldn't even know her, she died she's born here. They know each other from just knowing each other in heaven. Okay. Who are you hoping to connect with?
Well, I had a good friend that just died. We just buried her on Thursday.
Do you have a brother passed too?
I'm sorry?
Do you have a brother passed too?
Yeah.
Okay. Because when I went, who do? I didn't even finish it. He went, I'm her brother. She wants to talk to me. And I'm like, and then you said a friend, and then I feel feminine. And sure enough, you said her, she. I'm thinking, well, this brother wants to come in too.
Yeah, he just died a few years ago.
And I'm going to tell you, he is the guy. It's him. It's your brother. Tell me about your connection with your brother here. Was there anything that you think he would? Why would he come in and say, "Oh, I'm so sorry"?
Well, because he was estranged family for years, probably close to 9 years over his handling of my mom's estate.
And they're all saying yes.
So essentially, for the last 9 years of his life,
that's him. That's the guy. That's the guy. There's either like stern, like sticking to what he's saying, like there's that. The way he was or what he said or how he acted. It's that whole demeanor. Not evil, not me, just hard to be around, something not good. There's an apology coming in. You're getting an apology. You didn't even see this coming, Maureen.
Right.
It's like you were hoping for a box of chocolate and the new car showed up.
Right.
You don't realize this, but you need this more than anything. It's not going to not have your friend come through, but you need to know that your brother knows that things could have been done and handled more simply and less chaotic, is the words he's saying. That's his. Good. I'm glad it's meaningful, because him being a better version, him going to Heaven's Rehab, Dr. Phil Station, working on this, better person that would, in the same situation, never handled it that way, would have made better choices. He is that right now in your life right now.
Okay.
Afterlife cross, but in your life, because they can love you still and be a part of it. You now don't label him as that person anymore. Get to know him again. Like, get to realize you're in a healthy, happy relationship with his soul now. Don't wait till you have to go to heaven to stop looking at him the way he was. Because this guy it wasn't easy. It was a lot of work for him, but he did it, you know? All right, hold on. That's him. Because every time we went to, who was it? Was he an older brother?
No,
he was younger.
He was 9 years younger.
He must have. I'm telling you, I mistook him from like your dad or a father, because I think the authoritative part of him, like saying this is the way it's going to be, whatever, you know.
Right. When you describe someone with an authoritative personality and anger management issues, that would fit him exactly.
Yeah. And every time we went, before you would even answer, they would go, no, 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 and then came and said, no, see, it's me. Hi. How you doing? And he showed me his heart. I felt his soul, and he was a good guy. So we were, and then all of a sudden, who do you want to connect? It's a sentence, brother, like that. And so he finally got to say his connection to you, which simplified. We know exactly who it is, especially you need to know, because the message is for you. I don't even have to know, as long as you figured it out. Okay, hold on one second. Okay. And even like with your mom and dad, you know, because they had a little talk with them too, supposedly your mom says, when he got over there. Oh, she's laughing. She's funny. And he's even laughing with her, because when you could go back and laugh at something like that, you've done the work. You're over it. You're better, you know. The female, I feel like, I can't sugarcoat this, sweetheart. She suffered. And I feel like you thought you would have more time with her. Or she thought, oh, no big deal, I'll see you on Wednesday. But she went a little sooner. She is sick, though. I do get illness. I don't get like a crash or choking on a piece of popcorn. I've heard it all in my business, you know. The only thing is, I feel like she got caught off guard. Like, she thought she would be here a little longer, you know. Is this right before her daughter got married or right after a wedding? Talking about the wedding.
No, the person that I'm thinking of, she doesn't have any.
Okay, remember she brought up a wedding. She said right around the wedding. I can't get if she went or not. Yeah, and it's something about like a daughter figure. So I know she doesn't have kids. I heard you, but it could be a niece. It could be somebody that she looked upon as a mother, second mom too. I don't know. Was she home when she passed?
No.
No, she wasn't home. Was she cared for at home? Who was in the living room? Who was in the living room cared for at home? Is that your mother?
Making me think of my mom again. I cared for my mom.
I know you said that, but was she in the living room? Or was she in one of your bedrooms? So I get somebody at home passing. And when I see the TV, the sofa, that whole makes me think of the living room. I mean, the home. All right, hold on.
Right, again, that sounds like my mom. I cared for my mom.
Yeah.
In a room that had a hospital bed, so the television.
Right. Okay.
Downstairs, a living room.
Like a family room. Yeah.
Exactly.
Not a bedroom, right? Yeah. Not the dining room. Right. Okay. Yeah. And who's the D like Donna? Like Danny, Donald, Donna, D-O-N. Okay. Was she just one of two? The girl, was she from a very small family? It was just her and her brother?
It was her sister, her brother, and then she had a half sister.
Okay, but she grew up with her and her brother. Okay.
Right.
I don't know what she's saying, but it starts with a D, and I feel like she's reaching out to the living. David, Danny, Donald, like, I don't know. Okay. Did she die of esophageal or throat? Why is she pointing to her throat?
No, she died of lung cancer.
Oh, of lung cancer. Okay. Do you know if she had something down her throat? Esophagus or something placed in there?
Well, she did not, but she had, I think they were, possibly heading in that direction, but she had a bypass machine to avoid intubation.
Okay. And what is that? Is that something that goes into the body?
Right.
Like a
Right.
hole?
It would have been put in the breathing tube down her throat.
Thank you. Thank you. That's what I keep feeling that. Yeah. There's the details that say she's with you right now. I don't know you. I don't know her to know that that happened. That whole thing about the esophagus, the throat, I mean, she went through it. She went through that. Lung cancer did not give her an easy ride, honey. And I don't know if she had something else with it, like COPD or whatever. I just feel like I had this first, coughing, thought it was nothing, then got diagnosed with lung cancer, fought it, got better, got worse, and it got worse real fast. Maybe that's the July, because I just heard July again. Remember I was getting July, August, the end of August. Could that be her?
The only significance surrounding her with July is I think she was able to make a trip to Iceland, which was a dream for her.
In July?
The fact that she was able to do that as sick as she was amazing.
Was it in July?
Yes.
Okay. And was there a March connection to her? Like March, April? Is that when she died?
To my older brother, and he is born in March.
Okay. Yeah. No. Now, yeah. She keeps saying no when you say it. But look it. Your friend went through a lot. This is what she wants. I said, just cut to the chase. Give me what you want to. Give me it emotionally. And then I'll put words to it. And she just is giving me the feeling that she went through so much that it was such a celebratory moment, so emotional, to kind of let go of all that luggage, to let go of all that weight of the illness, to let go of the physical body. That when she went in heaven, it's not that she had to lay around and rest. It's that she wanted to make sense of it and reconnect, make whatever bad happened something good. So she was enjoying people that she hadn't seen in a while. She was, she didn't jump right back here and give everybody signs like typically I hear. She goes, I didn't rush into that. I just had a lot to do over there, And I don't know who it is, but when she was young, I don't know if she opened up and told you, but when she was young, she said she lost someone she really, really loved by a violent act, like a car accident, got shot. It's a very strong impact passing, and it changed her for the rest of her life. Was she only in her 40s or mid 50s?
In her early 60s, 62.
Oh, 62. Okay. I hate to tell you this, but she wants me to, so I have to trust that it's going to help you. She needs to let you know that whatever got her and whatever killed her actually started way before her death day. Like, in other words, I don't know if she got diagnosed with something, played it off, no big deal. Maybe it's just a cold. Because she's given me like late 40s, mid 50s. And I wondered why she gave me this and then that. Like, why don't you just give me one? She's giving me a bracket of time. So I think that has to do with, things kind of coming in, but her thinking nothing of it. Or even doctors blowing it off, Very, very, very active person, she says.
Yeah.
On the go, never sitting around, always having plans. And she says, when this hit me and I couldn't do anything and I knew there was no going up, it's all going downhill. I'm out of here, And she just had to wait, Did she have a friend, or it could even be you, that lived on her block that she considered like a sister, or did her sister live like 2 doors down? Or stepsister?
Yeah, no, her sister didn't live near her, and I'm not sure. I'm not aware of any.
I'm
names
going
of
to
the
tell
names.
you, there's somebody living on her block that she can count on. Because she was always afraid of like somebody finding her dead. Yeah, yeah. She wind up dying in the hospital?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to tell you something. As much as I never get this for her, it's true. She had some peace about that. You know what I mean? Like, she knew she was loved, but it's better like I'm in the hospital. They kind of know this. They know what to expect. They know what to do. And someone's always on deck watching or stepping in to see how she's doing. I'm going to tell you, she is really a full of life person. This really crushed her to leave. But once she got to know she had a full life to meet in heaven and get more done and be able to access more, even to help us more, she was good, you know. Is your birthday in January?
No. Her birthday's in October.
No, yours.
Oh, mine. No, I'm sorry, May.
Oh, okay. Whose birthday's January? Is that your mom again?
No, the only one I can think of is my late husband.
Oh, your husband, Pip. See how he just sneaked right in there? Yeah. And the word late makes it's him, and you're talking to a medium, right? Yeah. How do you connect with the number 23? Or a 3, like 13, the 3rd, 23rd
Nothing comes to mind.
of a month. Okay. And is May connected to the two of you?
Well, May, as I said, is my birthday.
Okay. Is that when you met? When you got married?
No, we
Pretty
got
connection.
married late April.
Okay. Okay. Were you only married for like 10 years? 11 years, like a very short marriage?
No.
No.
We were married, I think,
Why does he
25.
keep saying shorter? Was he an ex-husband?
No.
No, he was married to you.
Right. Now, he had been married prior.
Oh, okay. He's talking about 2 marriages. I don't know what to do. I kept thinking, is it her? Is it her? Or are you the first husband? And you just answered my question before he got a chance to answer it. It's him. Yeah. Is his first, did he get divorced by the first girl? Is she still alive?
No, he was divorced and she has since passed.
Okay. But it wasn't that she died and that's how no marriage anymore. They got divorced. Got it. So that's the divorce. You ended it. Yep. You ended it because he died. Okay. Got the difference. Okay. Is she blonde? Yeah. Or she color it blonde? He's just giving me you're very different. And it's a good thing. It's not anything bad. He's joking. Wow. Is he Jerry, Jack, or?
He has a brother who has also passed, and his name is Jerry.
Jerry. Okay.
They were very close.
Yeah. And his name, maybe it's more common like Tom or something, but this is.
He also has a brother, Tom, who he was very close with, who has passed.
Yeah. So what he's giving you without me having to say it, but I'll say it anyway, is that he's with his brothers. We're going to wrap up with a card here. And I had to leave. So if this was about your friend, know that she's in good company with all her loved ones and friends. And because you two were like sisters, I believe it's the two of you, your mother knows her. She knows your father. She knows your husband that died.
Absolutely.
She gets to,
like family from the time we were kids.
Yep, she pulls right up, but she sits right down is what I meant to say, at the table as if like she's one of the kids. Again, she gives you that compliment like sisters. So that was her designated time to go. That's what, that's what happened. That, and you didn't have to be there, sweetheart. Okay. Your mother being there, helping her cross over, doing all the things you did for her. Again, thanks you. Your dad, everyone loves you, honey. Okay. We love you here, but you need to know you're loved by the afterlife for sure. So God bless. Watch again. Tell your family and friends. Okay.
Absolutely. absolutely. Thank you. And I've been to one of your in-person readings. You're just awesome, Teresa. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you. Did you get that check in the mail to say that?
Yes.
Good. Right back at you, honey. Thank you for helping me feel appreciated and all that I need to do to step up to have the Holy Spirit work through me, you know? And you are loved. You are blessed. God bless you, honey.
Thank you so much, Teresa.
All right.
Take
Bye.
All
What
right.
a sweetheart, right? What a sweetheart. So let's do one more. Let's get right into it. Okay. Oh, we got lots of donations. Look at that.
Oh, instantly.
And it's stuck to his hand. Okay. And
Kim, I don't know.
Abadala.
Aboalla.
I thought it was a D. But it
Is
could
that
be an O.
It kind of looks like an O.
Abadala.
Here, let me see.
Yeah,
I'll
let
put it in
your
the
mom
wrapper.
see it. Okay, take this, honey. Sweetheart.
All right.
There you go. Thank you. Good job. And it was Anna, correct?
No, it's Kim.
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 See, it's just renaming people. So, I got the Abadala in my head. Kim, oh, she knows who she is. Here we go. Do we even need to give out the phone
I
number?
don't think so, but I'll put it.
Okay, hold on. Hello?
Hi, Teresa.
Hey, Kim. Is this Kim?
Yes, it is.
Yay! You're our next reading. Congratulations, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Yeah, and look at somebody up there wants to let you know how special you are today, right? You know you're a soul having a human experience. You're not a human being trying to be spiritual, right? And that soul in you connects with the soul of the people that are no longer in the body. So you're the same as they are. We're just lugging our body around. So know that it's more simpler than you think. It's not as spooky and all that with the movies, even though we're a couple of Halloween. It really is a spirit connection. And we have spirit that wants to connect with you. So if you watch the show, I feel how they love you. And I love feeling all their love for you. So a mother will be felt like mom, or I'll hear them say mom. I have that, I'll see them sometimes. They show me whatever they show me. So it's mother is a mother-in-law, a father figure leaning through the veil, wanting to be felt. Could be a father or father-in-law. Sister, brother, could be a sister or brother-in-law. Even if you never met them, they can acknowledge themselves. Is not your brother or your sister. Could have got the kiss, not the kiss, but liked you like that. You could have pets come through, and you could actually have children that made it or didn't make it come through to let you know that they are alive more than us, right? So let's see who comes through for you. Okay, wow, we've got a crowd. I don't know if it's because All Souls Day is coming up, but this is the second reading, and I'm feeling a thunderous applause for you here coming through. Okay, so did you just move or get like a big job change? Because they're clapping and they're going, yay, Kim. It's a congratulations of some kind. Big time. So what's this? What are they congratulating you?
I moved 4 months ago from Philadelphia to Vegas for a job adventure.
There you go. So I said, well, what could it be? A baby? Could it be she got engaged? What could it be? And they're going to move from here to there at work. And I'm like, okay, moving, job. Okay. They know. So what do you get from that? They see, they know what's going on in your life. They're a part of it. They're not just getting information like they're reading an entertainment gossip magazine. What's going on with Kim on Earth? They're participating. They're aware of it. In fact, most of it they're aware of before you're aware of. Okay. Oh, okay. Does your daughter have a son? Do you have a daughter that has a baby?
No.
Okay. Did you lose a son?
No.
Because there's a miscarriage for you, a baby that didn't make it for you, recycling in as a grandchild.
My sister has many miscarriages.
No. Do you have a son and a daughter here?
I have 2 sons.
You have 2 sons. Is one married that would have a daughter-in-law?
No.
Or one in a relationship?
Yes.
They're saying yes. Yes? Okay. was going to say they're going to argue with you right now. I'm going to be in the middle of an argument between the living and the dead. What you need to know is there's going to be a little boy coming in. And I know it's Murphy's Law that you should have 2 boys and have lost a boy. But there's a boy that didn't make it for you, honey. Whether you know it or not. Did you have... how do you connect with November?
My grandmother's birthday.
Okay. 11/11 was I was getting, right? 11/11 NOV November. Is that your mom's mom?
Yes.
Understand? Okay, hold on. Oh God. Literally, I thought I talk. This woman will not. She's going on and on and on and on. And I can't even, there's too many things to talk about. She had a longer life. She's bragging about being straight of the mind. A lot of death, though, as far as burying a lot of people. Supposedly, I don't know if she lost a son, too. Or her husband died. Somebody died young, a male. Grown, though, not a miscarriage baby. And she wants you to know it's true. Like, believe in your faith. She's seen it with her own eyes. She's walked over there. And I keep getting wrapped Christmas presents. Is December mean anything?
My birthday.
Oh, your birthday. Okay. So as corny as this sounds, you know, heaven's very corny. You got to get corny to connect. You're a present. You're a gift. Were you like number 4 out of 5? Are you the baby out of your mom's kids?
The eldest.
You're the surprise. How was?
My mom was 17.
Say it again.
My mother had me when I was 17.
Oh.
Was surprised.
Yeah, something about you being a surprise. Ooh, you know, from heaven, you know, baby Jesus. You know. Were you actually on the 3rd? Born on the 3rd or the 13th?
30th.
30th. Okay. She's trying to give me the number of the date of your December birthday. Close enough. We'll give her some sugar for that. 30th. Okay. So your grandmom or mom, she doesn't, I don't go by grandmom. So, okay, hold on. Was she in her late 80s?
Yeah.
Or 80 something? Okay. 87, 86. So, okay. Do you understand why she's so insistent about saying her mind is clear? Could she not communicate? Did she? Somehow there's like insisting. My mind, I knew what was going on, you know? And thanks for letting me go. So she had a very peaceful passing. She went in her sleep. But I almost feel like people had to be like, okay, Mom, you can go. It's okay. Who's the F, like Francis? Frank.
He always comes up. He's an old boyfriend that died,
Frankie. Well, he's like, if you go to a medium that he doesn't come up, you got to question if she's a medium or he's a medium then. Because if he's a frequent flyer, he always likes to make his stamp of this is real because I'm showing up, boom, then know that that's his way. Because I feel like he's a little bit of a character. Like he likes to not break your balls mischievously. He likes to come in and goof around, you know?
Yeah.
In fact, you did not want to be with him because he wasn't serious enough. Or like he wouldn't, I don't know if it's like, you know, because I don't know if you want to travel and he just rather sit on the sofa and not do anything. I just kind of feel like, come on now, I'm done with this, you know, get motivated. Because did you break up? Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay. Because it's not just like he died and now he's not your boyfriend anymore. Okay. Okay, hold on. Were you married like 3 times?
Right.
Twice?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they're counting, or God's counting, a relationship that was very committed, maybe even sharing Pico and Verizon, maybe not married, but you were to God. Do you understand that?
Yeah.
That there is one that is really or was really very important to you. You were very, and you need to know you were very important to them, is what you're getting. Don't look back and say, what did I do? You know? Do you lose your dad young? Your dad's coming in saying, it's very important I come through, look it out of the way. She's waiting to hear from me. You know?
I lost him 3 years ago.
Okay. He makes me feel like I'm the dad. He makes me feel like I died in my 50s. I died too young. Did he die of a heart attack?
No.
No. Who's the heart attack? Like dead before they hit the floor.
No one that I know of, and nobody in their 50s.
Someone is a father figure for you that died on the younger side and died very swift and fast. So you've got 2, possibly 3, because God's counting that third one. Think of the fathers of those relationships. Who's the one that went on the younger side? And who's the one that went very fast?
I don't know.
Is there one that you never met?
No, I had a stepfather and I had a father that was gone and a father-in-law, but nobody was in their 50s.
Okay, so we got a stepfather and dad, but then you also have 3 relationships, God's speaking of, that you would have had potentially 3 father-in-law figures. So that's 5 dads we have here. It could be one saying one thing and one saying the other. One's acknowledging themselves, hey, Kim, you'll know it's me if I say I'm the youngest of the crew. I'm the one that died on the younger side. Male, you'll know it's me. The other one's given me a very quick and sudden passing. You didn't expect it. I really thought it was connected. Could this be an OD?
Say that again?
Could this be an OD? I keep getting heart though, but then an OD can give you a heart attack and die. I kind of feel like they just dropped dead and people found them dead after. It's very horrible. It's very tragic. It's definitely not when they should have died. I feel like something led up to it. Could it be an OD? Like drinking too much, being on a binge and passing out, dying? I just feel like, oh my God, what was I thinking?
It's possible.
I keep getting someone young.
It could be my stepfather, but he wasn't in his 50s.
Tell me how your stepfather died.
I don't know. He died alone in Florida, but he had a chronic history of alcoholism.
Addiction. Okay. That's the addiction, the alcoholism. And they found him. He had like, oh my God, they walk in and see that he died. You know, it isn't caretaken, in and out of hospital, blah, 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 surgery, whatever. You see what I mean? Is anybody Tony?
His name was Tom.
Okay. Tommy. Okay. That's his way of letting you know that's him. Okay. Hold on. Okay. Okay. And how old was he? Would he be the youngest of the dads? No, there's somebody. Okay. You have somebody else coming in. I don't know if he's in his 20s. I don't know his 30s, but I keep feeling like someone really young. And maybe they were coming in together and I was feeling dad and then this younger person and then feeling like OD, drop dead, you know. Do you know anybody that lost somebody young? Or did you lose somebody young, a male, like a brother? Yeah, okay, let it go. Because what it is here is whoever that is super light. And they're not coming in like SOS, like they're connected so much to you. It might be they're trying to get in because they know I can see them. And you know you are connected to their daughter, their mother, their sister, whatever, their brother, their whatever, father. If it makes sense later, let that go. I believe it's your stepfather. And I believe for whatever reason, he pushed everybody away. And he says he doesn't want you to blame yourself for not reaching out or talking to him. I feel like he, in his own mind, kind of pushed people away. And whether it's life and you get stuck being in another state and lose the habit of reaching out to people, doesn't mean you don't care. I just feel like he kind of paid that price because he didn't have somebody there. Because wasn't he alone or didn't he have like no wife at the time?
Totally alone.
Like wasn't married and she was just out shopping or, you know what I mean? Like there was no wife, right? And I feel like pushing people away and you're part of those people. Like when you go through AA, part of your recovery is to go back to everybody you hurt and in some way apologize, okay? In some ways doing that through the afterlife, apologizing to you because you're one of many people supposedly he hurt, okay? All right, hold on. Your mother. Did you just get a sign from your mom recently? Like a blue jay outside the window, a cardinal? And was she an artist?
A lot of birds outside. No, those birds, but I get signs from her all the time.
Right. She loves that you pick up on the signs that she sends you. And just recently, you got something that you hadn't seen in a long time, which is like a cardinal or a blue jay outside the window. I get somebody singing, painting, like very artistic. They're showing me a lot of color. And usually that's my symbol for creativity. Who's this? Okay. And you have two boys. Is one live near you and one live a little bit further away? Like as far as like an hour away or something?
They're both back in Philadelphia.
One used to live away?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And is anybody in the military?
No.
Anybody wear a uniform? Anybody police officer? Or I keep hearing Navy, Navy, Navy. Could this be your biological father coming in?
He's living.
Oh, he's living. And that dad died young. You have a godfather that died like in his 50s? Would be like your dad's brother?
I have a godfather that died a long time ago.
Right. That's the, because remember I said I think this might be two people coming in at once, and I was picking up on the one was your stepfather found in Florida, found dead. Addiction was part of his, MO. And then this other guy, there he is again. And then I said, you got to give her, because I don't know you. I don't even know her. And he gave me that godfather feeling. And he would have been on the younger side, maybe. Was he connected to your dad, whether he was his best friend or he was his brother? The godfather?
Yeah.
Okay. Because he says, as much as love mom, I'm connected to dad. And okay, who are you hoping to connect with? I kind of feel like there's a mysterious passing. Did they shoot themselves? Were they murdered? Like you never knew the answer. Someone else, like a young guy.
I mean, I've lost a lot of people to addiction because that's my job.
Oh. Do you know anybody, I hate to say, and I want to be wrong, that might have shot themselves or accidentally got shot by somebody else?
I don't know of any gunshots.
Okay. Because it's a really rough situation. And whoever this is making me feel like there's questions that aren't never answered. And one of the questions he wants to answer is he did not shoot himself. He did not see it coming kind of thing. So that's, yeah. So, okay. Who did you want to connect? Was it your mom?
Actually, my grandmother.
I mean, your grandma. I'm sorry. Your grandmom, your mom's mom who came in first. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm going to tell you as a compliment to you, she does come to you as a mother figure. So whether you lived with her for a little bit, she lived around the corner down the street, she was always over your house, she got to feel, she's saying back to you that she was your mom, maybe she babysat when your mom was at work, whatever, who was a hairdresser? Was that your mom or you?
No hairdressers in my family.
Okay. Something about going to the salon or going to the shop right at the corner. I thought it was like you worked there or your mom worked there because I feel like she knows the person that works there. Who's the R? Like Ruth, Rita?
My grandmother is Ruth.
There you go. I just said, sweetie, I love that you got your hair done. I love you look nice. I'll tell her you look nice. Just give me something big here. There you go. There you go. That's for your grandma, not for me. Okay? Because that's kicking ass from the afterlife right there. Right? Because do I know anybody with that name? No. Do I think of a movie star, rock star right now? No. So why should that pop in my head? There you go. There's your grandma. And know that means I love you. I'm with you right now. I'm hugging you. That's what she's telling you, sweetie. Everything you feel in your heart and your mind that you've ever said to her, that you love her, you miss her, she hears you. You have a no drop call family plan, And she says, stop worrying. I don't know what this means, but she says, stop worrying about the flowers that aren't blooming.
Yeah.
Can you tell me? Because I don't know what that meant. What? I can't wait to hear.
Well, I moved out west for a job. I hated it, so I left after 12 weeks, and now I'm out in Vegas, kind of lost and alone, and waiting for the next sign of what I'm supposed to do.
Okay. And what she showed me was like a rose bush, and it's not blooming, but still alive. You know what I mean? So you have to know that everything has a reason. Where you got pulled to go, you did listen, didn't you?
Yeah.
It's a lot of packing stuff up. You realize how much crap you got, right? Don't you? Things start being flung in hefty trash bags after a while, but I'll deal with it when I get there. You know, you got to know that your grandmom's very proud of you for listening to your heart and moving out of a situation or wanting things to change, because you can't wait for things to change. You got to create the change sometimes, and you're co-creating with her. She says, Teresa, I had a very simple life and I was happy. She says, you got to find yourself happiness being a choice, even if it's something you watch on TV that actually made you laugh out loud. That was a moment you were truly happy, or you got to eat something and that's really good. In this moment, you're happy. You chatted with a friend on the phone that you haven't talked to in a while, and you hang up thinking that was really good. I'm glad I called that person. Note your happiness, because the bad guy always gets all the front page news. Finding the lost puppy is always on the back cover, you know? So making a decision when you get up to thank God, make this like a thing, a mantra, whatever, a habit. When you get up, say, thank you, God, for all the good things that you send my way, you know, all the happy surprises, and I promise I will find joy in them. You know, you just ask, thank you ahead of time for all the good fortune, the good things that you send my way this day. And you know, you don't have to be like looking around crazy, but take note of anything that was good, the littlest thing. You got more green lights than red lights or whatever, you know, and just say, hey, thank you. Start to be grateful for things, because what your picture or your movie is of what happiness is, you're chasing it. It's not in this world. Do you know what I mean? Perfect doesn't exist. You'll die trying. Right? Success is what one thing, cookie cutter. Whoever falls short of that or has a different life that doesn't match that isn't successful. That's not true. Right?
Yeah.
And aren't you in a place, she's so cute. I love her. She's like, tell her I love her place. It's good, you know, and you don't have stairs. So isn't your bedroom on the same floor as your kitchen?
Yes, it's all one level.
All one level. She loves that. Who needs to go?
She would love my house.
She loves it. She does. She goes, don't you hate it when you go all the way upstairs, blah, 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 come down, and then you forgot something. And you got to go running all the way back upstairs. Who needs it? So know that she loves how everything's laid out. It's more simple. It's only like a 2-bedroom or whatever. It's very simplified. And there's these big windows or a big sliding glass doors. Let all this light in, you know?
Yeah.
Everything's temporary. You know that, right? Everything's temporary. When you were little and you wore diapers, temporary. When you were in the school bus going to school, temporary. When you were whatever, everything, every stage of your life, even a job, extra supersizing those fries, whatever, is temporary. Your job is to find joy in where you find yourself at the time before it goes to something else, you know? Nothing's forever. Nothing's forever. So if it's not good, know that this soon will pass. And if it is good, treasure it, because again, nothing's forever. You know, like sometimes I'm driving and my eyes get blurry and I got to bring on my glasses, but thank God we got glasses. I can still drive at night, you know?
Privilege problem.
Huh?
Privilege problem.
Privilege.
Everything's a problem. I mean, like, yes, thank God I could drive. Thank God I could see. Thank God I have a roof over my head. Who am I to bet you complain?
Right. And there's things to complain about. Enough of that. But you know what? It's where your head is. You choose where your head is. And that's, thank God. That's where you go, oh, well, that's right. That's true. Yay. You know?
Change takes time.
Yeah. And change takes time. Little steps go into add up to a bigger step. And you're eventually there.
Make
You
a
know?
list of why you moved so you can remember that.
Yeah. And I'm getting guided to say, you know, make a list of why you moved and remember that. You know, what is better that you moved, you know? Because everything's work, everything is, but look, we all have our own movie going on, and we do choose on how to think about what we're looking at and the movie. And if we choose to look at anything good, even if there is a lot of bad, then the movie's a good movie, right? If we only look at the wart on the princess's face, then what we see is the wart, you know, and there's a beautiful princess there. So long story short, I want to tell you this. Someone gave me this, and I do use this. It's a saying that says, I want you to say this with me. Ready? Say, I am responsible for my happiness now. And boy, does that feel good. And when no one's around and you get into a funk, just say that out loud. You're going to feel so empowered. You're going to go, that's right. You know, like, and get put on the radio or whatever. Look at old pictures, whatever. Just do something fun. Take a walk. Get some fresh air, you know. Put on your favorite pajamas. Whatever. You know?
Yes.
Like, it's true. Like, and look at heaven's on your side. Heaven knows that your happiness is sitting right in front of you. You just got to pick it up and take a bite of it. Let it in your heart. Bring it in. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what? You could be sad too. You know, if you're grieving about something, change is grief. Losing that job and going to a different job. Leaving that house and going to a different. Sometimes we have to grieve, even though it's best for us. You know? We go, I know it sounds corny, but like my old car that I had forever got pulled away and I saw it going down the street by. And it's a freaking piece of metal and rubber and whatever. Oh, God. But it's my car. It almost becomes a friend to you.
Yeah.
Bye, Betsy. You know, like, but you know what? I thought, you know what? That chapter of my life with that car is over. I was glad that I had it when I had it. And somehow those parts or whatever comes of that, where it goes to help people, it's now is there. That's that destiny now. You know? Yeah. So you got, you look at everything's up and down. You look at the up. Okay. And let's do a card for you. And thank you for opening up to me. It said the earth is our school. Is that now what we just said? So my mom would say to me when something would happen, I'd say, go, Mom, this happened. Blah, blah. Okay, now pretend you went to school and you got a degree on that and you just learned it. You just, got that information. And now take it to have a better day. And look, you didn't even have to pay the tuition, right? And she make a joke out of it. So everything you go through, good and bad, not just bad, you learn from it to take it into your now and have a better day now from what you went through before, right? You take that energy and bring it in.
About the lesson, right?
Yeah. And when you get it, you don't have to go through it again, right? And I always tell people, like, if you look back at a mistake, don't look at it as a mistake. Look at it as a choice that you made in the past. That if you were in that decision now, who you are now would have made a better choice. Once you realize that, oh my God, you're right over your growth. You're right over your associate degree. You have graduated. You don't need to learn that lesson again. You already learned that lesson and you move on. Okay? So look at this as school. It's a learning, And even when people hurt you, isn't it hard to think, oh my God, forgive that person? Oh, but they hurt me. I don't like them. Yeah. But when you start praying for them, oh God, bless them, help them, make them, help them make better choices or be kind. Or the minute you do that, you're not the victim anymore. They're the one that needs the help, right? They're the ones that, all them, right? So praying for someone or praying for a situation is actually good too. Okay. What I want you to do is I want you to call this number you just called, right? And if hopefully God, my answer machine isn't full, I want you to leave your number and your first name and say quality of life list or wish list, and I'll send it to you. Give me your phone number.
Okay.
Because you getting excited, what do I want now? And for others will get you in that happy movie. Right?
Okay.
Right.
Really.
Yeah. So you know the number. Do you need me to give it to you again or no?
I have it.
You have it. All right. Much love and blessings. Afterlife loves you and we love you.
Thank you, Teresa. I appreciate it.
All right. Nice meeting your grandmom and everybody.
Thank you.
All
Have
right.
a great day.
All right. Keep talking to them. God bless. See, she's got so many good things going on, but that sudden change for Kim, was she didn't expect it. She thought it was the answer to all her problems. But now she has this, like, did I do the right thing? Or the movie she had in her head of where she is, maybe it's not matching exactly what she thought it was going to be. So that's it. You want to dream, but you don't want to have everything the way it has to be. You want to because we're always chasing a feeling when it comes down to it. So to put that feeling out there you want to experience, whether it's charity work or laughter or hanging out with people that you love and feeling loved and getting to love them, whatever, just having that bond, throw it out there and then listen and follow as you go through each day and you'll be led to that. Okay. Anyone else that wants the wish list, by the way, you can message me in Messenger and I will send it right back to you. The top donation will be our last reading today. So get those donations in. A little bit of a thing is like add $1, $5. So instead of 20, do 21. Everybody's doing 20. You do 21, you win. You see? So that top donation will be our last reading today. And I feel so honored to be the messenger today. So let's get over here. Let's get another reading. We're doing good with time.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie, karaoke. Who's it going to be, Nathan? Who's it going to be? They're all watching. They're hoping their name is getting pulled. Who is it? We got Mandy Sprouse. Spross. Mandy, right? Hey, Mandy, you're the winner. Here you go.
Oh yeah, right.
Nathan, get the drawing, please.
Oh, okay. This
Oh.
Kim thing.
What?
The one we
No. What the Mandy Sprouse?
This?
Oh.
So I could see.
Oh, okay.
It was higher.
Okay.
Thank you.
And we got Mandy.
No,
Isn't there a song, Mandy? Oh, Mandy. Or something. That old song. Okay, well, while we're waiting for Mandy to call 215-393-9021, I'll give you your October 24th angelic message. So picture and feel your angels around you, your guardian angels, and they really want to tell you that if asking for and accepting divine assistance feels unnatural to you, ask us to help you change this tendency. So in other words, asking for help should never feel unnatural. It should feel, because that's their job, is to be there to assist. So you should feel very loving asking for help. Hello? Mandy? Give it one. No, Mandy, 215-393-9021. I'm changing people's names. I'm hanging up on people. Now I'm doing the receive. Hello? Okay, hold on. Hello?
Hello.
Is this Mandy?
Yes.
Yay! So I do it. Maybe I do it too fast and it winds up hanging up on people.
You know what? What happened was, it was when I called, it rang and went right to voicemail.
Maybe our answer machine is full. Yeah, it gets full. We get hundreds of calls. People don't believe. We do. We get hundreds of calls a week. Physically, we cannot call everyone back, but we do book almost every day. We do reach out. So welcome to the show. Who needs to make an appointment? Not Mandy. She gets a reading on Spirit Inspires. Happy Halloween, right?
Yeah. This is Mandy, though. I promise.
So I want you to know how loved you are and how present Spirit is in your life. Only appropriately, I just get this real hug for you. I feel like they love you so much, and that you know that they're sitting there watching TV with you, but they want me to say it. You know, when you have a lot of you have so, do you have a brother passed? There's a young man coming through. He's saying, you get me so much that the lights are flickering, the TV on and off, you know. Let me see who this guy is. Okay. See, it's you. Do you have a brother and sister or two brothers?
I have a brother and two sisters.
Brother and two sisters. So you are one of four. Is there a story that your mom could have had a miscarriage?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay. He's your brother in the sense that he didn't make it to be in the flesh, but part of your big crew that we're trying to get down here. Did your mom have like 2 kids, a big break, and have like 4 more?
Yeah. So she had me, and then I'm the oldest, and the youngest are 10 years younger than me.
Yeah, big break.
Yeah, about 7, 8 years.
Thank you. That's a big break. You need to know that that is a detail that only he would know, that knows you that intimately, that soul connection of your brother, that when you go to heaven, you're going to look at him, he's going to look at you. He knows you're his sister, and he's introducing himself to you today and making sure you know that when you do go to heaven, you're not going to need a blood test or any paperwork. You're going to go, hey, oh my God, Teresa told me about you. He has short, like sandy brown hair on the straight side, no curl in it. It almost looks like that color brown that if he went swimming or he was in the summer down the shore a lot, he'd get a little blonde to it, you know?
Right.
Yeah, not on the bigger side. He's very small framed and thin, you know? And beautiful kid. I mean, like, beautiful young man. He's got like the baby face, you know, oval face, like hazel. Who has like hazel eyes? Or blue? Is that your mom or dad?
Well,
who has like flecks of green?
eyes are like a brownish yellow almost. Not really hazel.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there's like flecks of green in his eyes, you know? He says, once you know, he says, a nice smile. He says he's kind-hearted. People mistake him when he comes to them and does things. Oh, that's my angel, you know? But here it's your brother, you know? Who's Charlie?
I was positive my mother had a miscarriage and that it was a boy. So,
and I love that she knew, and even if she doesn't now, she does. And I feel like he's such a gentle, happy, very productive soul. He's one of those people that gets a lot done, doesn't have to make a big hoopla about it. It's okay that God gets the credit or an angel gets the credit, because he looks at himself as working with God, working with the angels. They're all one team, you know? Who's Charlie and who works with kids that's alive? Like a teacher or a daycare provider? I see like he's watching over this person with lots of kids.
Oh, that would make sense. I know family about with the kids, so that would make sense.
Say it again.
I said our whole family, that's all we're about is our children. So that
right.
Would make sense.
Okay.
Our children,
yeah. All right, hold on 1 second. Who's Charles or a C? Like Connie, Chris? I thought it was Charlie. Charlie.
Well, I have a son his name's Christopher.
Christopher, okay. So no, that's what he's talking about then. Like as you watch over your children, like you just backed up that saying of we're very involved in our children's life, you know, all this good stuff. That's his way of picking up one of your kids' names. And okay, is he the second one or the second son of your children? Christopher?
He probably is my second of my children because I believe I had a miscarriage prior to my
Did
first.
you have 2 girls after him?
I have, what, of my siblings or of my children?
Your children.
I have 2 girls after my son.
Thank you. There you go. Drop the mic. Boom. And this is why he gave so much deal. I said, wow, you're really pouring it on. You're really, the first thing, the big gap between the birth of the kids would have been enough. Her knowing that was a boy, a miscarriage with the mother. He goes, I need her to believe, that I exist. And that when she can talk to me, if she even talks to God, I hear and I assist as God assists with him, Okay. Who almost died but's alive? Your dad almost died, but then he's alive?
I honestly don't know. My dad doesn't really talk to me, but I
Okay.
I know that he had several heart attacks, so
there you go. Because there's I thought what I was getting while I was waiting to hear, all I got before you start talking was like a fall or a collapse. So heart attack, yeah, that would be like the first thing you would do is sit down or grab your chest.
Yeah.
So know that it wasn't his time. Okay. He's getting, like lightning bolts hit him though, to get involved or reach out, or even if you should push him away, for him to at least tell you that he does care about you, because I don't think he's going to have much time. And I feel like all those thoughts and worries and all these things of wanting to reach out all those years but not doing it, and everyone not knowing that, they have to at least know before, even if he leaves letters for all you guys, that when he dies, they get mailed to you. He has to do something,
Right.
So know that if he reaches out, that's why.
Okay.
The other side is pulling at his heartstrings to say, they think you're an asshole. They think you don't care. They think you never think of them. And they're not going to know unless you tell them. And if you pass, he's getting all that kind of consuming in his head,
Right.
Okay, hold on. Do you have an older sister or a sister-in-law that passed?
No.
Or is this your aunt? Your mom's sister?
Oh, what? I'm sorry.
Is it your mom's sister? Passed?
Yeah, she did.
Okay. And who's the Dolores, like Dorothy, maybe they called her Dot? It's like a D-O-R. Dolores. Is Wizard of Oz mean anything to you? Like Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz? Are you sure? I'm getting the whole Tin Man, Lion, watching the movie, singing the songs.
I'm laughing because my fiance calls himself the Tin Man all the time.
That's it. That's it. There's a reference to the Wizard of Oz. And I'm not just getting Dorothy in her. They did a Dior, the Dorothy. Then I saw the Tin Man, the Lion, the Scarecrow. The whole gang was there,
We also were going to be, me, my fiance, and his son, and my children were going to be
the Scarecrow.
The Wizard of Oz for Halloween.
Exactly. Even if you don't, the fact that you talked about it, then you get a mediumship reading and they refer to it. They were with you. They were there. They heard you. I'm in your life. Didn't they say that? Before I even got to meet these people, they're going, she's got to know that we're really there. She's got to know that we're sitting there. That when she gets all this, I know it's you, I love you too stuff, it really is us. We're really there.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's so cute. You got your grandmom on your mom's side coming in with the aunt, which would be her daughter.
Yeah.
It's so cute because they're I feel like I got to go see them when I get over there. I feel like they're bringing out the special pound cake, the coffee. Like, I feel like everybody brought something. We're sitting down outside in the Florida room with the screened-in porch. It's just so cute. I feel like, come on over, grab yourself a cup of tea, get a piece of, and this is your grandma. She's got like this shirt on with like these purple flowers on it. with a collar with buttons and no arms, no sleeves. I mean, you might have a picture of her young wearing something like that, shorts
Uh-huh.
with the slippers or the slip-on shoes. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Is she mum or mama? Mom.
No, she was just grandma. We called her
Grandmom. Okay. You know, I don't get her as a smoker. I don't get her as a drinker. I don't get her really. I get her very like family based, kind of what you've turned yourself into.
Uh-huh.
But I kind of feel like it's okay. Like, I don't know if she never drove, but like she says it's okay. Or like if I didn't get to go to Hawaii, it's okay. Like, I feel like she was well liked.
Yeah.
I feel like she has neighbors that she chats with or friends that come over. She's going out with you or going out with your mother. Like, I feel like she's connected with her. She doesn't sit home alone, you know? Did your grandpop, have some kind of thing because of his job? Like, did he have a something of the throat? Or, hold on one second. Was he a machinist?
He had multiple jobs. He did have.
Do you know if he ever had a job that he wound up getting sick because of it? I don't feel like he died right away, though. I feel like your grandmom had to watch or take care. Is your grandma Mary?
I had a step grandma, Mary.
Okay. Well, know that she just came in, too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Was she really, was she really, really elderly?
Yeah.
Was she like hitting almost 90 or in her 90s?
Yeah.
Remember? Okay. Because they're so different, honey. Oh my God. These women are so different. Isn't that funny?
And ironically, my grandmother, my maternal grandmother,
Yes.
and my step grandmom, Mary, were neighbors. They lived next door.
See? That's what I feel like. I got neighbors across the street. People drive up and come in and we go out. Like, it's a very calm, no hectic though. I feel with your mom's mom. It's very calm and very, like, I don't know how to describe it other than it feels like all the windows in her house are open. And for whatever reason, she lives right where there's always a nice breeze that comes through. There's no heaviness in her house. There's no stress. You know, I do feel like she prayed. I feel like she, you know, she wore a smile all the time, you know, and everything was, don't worry about it. Oh, no worry, no fuss, you know, like she just went with it, you know. Hold on one second. Is your mom passed? Because I feel like when your mother passed, she saw her.
No, my mother's alive.
Okay. Is it your aunt? Is she your godmother?
My grandmother is my godmother.
Oh, okay. Got it. Totally didn't see that. I was saying something else, be honest with you, but I get it now because she's giving me godmother. Okay. So I thought it was, I was wrong, but I thought it was because it wasn't your mom, was like a mom. I thought it was your aunt that they talked about, like your grandma talking about having her daughter with her, right? Being your aunt. And, oh, is she your godmother? And it was about herself, that she's like a mother figure and that she is actually your godmother, your grandma. So who are you hoping to connect to? I know your grandma wants to connect with you.
You know what? There's so many that are gone.
And coming up,
whoever wants to connect.
is your birthday coming up in January?
My mother's birthday is in January.
January. Okay. Isn't that funny? I'll tell you, I think part of your people were trying to come through my one reading because I'm getting the same stuff. Go to December. Okay, now go to January, daughter's birthday.
It's crazy, Teresa. I just said that to my fiance. When you were reading somebody else, I said, I feel like it's a sign because you were bringing up March and the number 23.
Yes. I was just going to say that next. I was going to say 23 and I was going to say March again because that was the only thing that didn't make sense to her. And it feels the same way when I'm getting this January. And I'm like, that's who was coming through. Here it was for you when I was reading this other person. So how does it?
I just said that to my fiance, like when you were reading the one person. I turned
And
to
I'm
him and
so glad I
"That's
said it
crazy."
first before you did. How does the number 23 fit?
That's my birthday.
That's your birthday. Look at that. Right? 1, 2, 3.
23rd is my birthday.
Do you know what 1, 2, 3 means spiritually? Let's get ready. It's about a beginning. It's about taking things slow. It's about taking little steps. You know, the most important thing is to get started. Don't even worry about where you end up, to get started. You know? So whether you make lists or, you know, you like to think about what you're going to do with your day off or with the time you have here or while we're doing that, you know, not to make a plan of every second, but to at least get moving doing it. You're not to rush about anything. Do you understand that?
Right.
If you rush things or you make things too big when they were supposed to be just very simple, you'll never be happy. Do you understand that? You can achieve big things. You can go after big things, but just take it in the moment as it comes, enjoy what you get, and take one step, one breath at a time, right? Okay. And is March your future husband's birthday?
No.
Oh, well, how does it connect with him? How do you connect with March?
I mean, it's my birthday, but it's
Oh, I thought you said January was your birthday.
no, January is my March is my birthday.
Oh, I thought you were January 23rd, so I'm saying 1, 2, 3. They probably thought it was nuts. What is she talking
I'm
about?
March 23rd.
Okay, you're March 23rd. Okay. So I'll put it this way so we don't waste the information here. If you ever see 1, 2, 3 or 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock, everybody listening and Mandy, it is let's get ready, let's go, or let's get ready. Okay? The most important thing is starting. Don't worry about how it winds up.
But my mother's birthday is January, my sister's birthday is February, and I'm March. So we are 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God, you are. So I'm like, why they have me go into that whole thing and I thought it was January 23rd. So there you go. You already answered the question because it's all about simplicity. And again, doesn't mean you can't go after big things and big things won't happen. It said as you experience, it's the little moments along the way they don't want you to miss, and they want you to just to relax into. You know, be in joy. The way you enjoy life is to be in joy as you go through it. Right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you're March. Okay, okay. I don't know what it is, but they keep giving me your boyfriend, your future husband, your husband, we'll say husband, because you're already together. Pico and Verizon, they're giving me you're already married. You're already married, but you're going to get it blessed. Okay? You're going to have the big party and have the cake and all that stuff. But what is it? Good. Oh, that March is connected to your boyfriend too. March 22nd, March 28th, the end of March. Is that his brother's birthday? That's alive?
His sister's birthday.
It's a sibling. Oh, his sister's.
And his grandfather Donald's birthday too.
Donald. That Donna. Half of that reading was your reading.
And it's ironic because my father, even though he's still alive, his name is Donald as well.
Yeah. Yeah. And is that your stepdad?
No.
Oh, that's your biological, the one in Florida that they were talking about. Okay. And is that on his dad's side? His dad's dad?
His dad, wait.
You said your fiance's grandfather. Is it on his dad's side? You said your fiance's grandfather's Donald.
I think it's on his mother's side.
His mother's side. Okay. Then know that he comes in like a father.
Yeah, that's
okay. Because it's all dad to me when I plug into him, you know. And his sister's birthday. What's his sister's birthday?
16th, I think he said. March 16th.
Oh, okay. Okay. Something must be the 27th, the 28th, towards the end of the month also. Is his mom and dad both alive?
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah. And married, loving, good, opposite. Opposites attracting. Opposites attracting. Well, they must have been in love at some point because they got your fiance there. But and is there only 3 kids? Is there a boy and 2 girls, or a boy girl? It's one. There is that. So is it a boy, another brother?
He's one of 4.
Does he have one more other brother? And then I guess the other one's a girl then.
He has two sisters and a brother.
Yeah, because I just figured that out all by myself. Because they're acknowledging the sister that was mentioned. They give me only one other brother. And then you said one of 4. I'm like, I know what the other one is. It's got to be a girl. Ooh, because of what? Don't let it go, because I don't want you getting cut. Yeah. Okay. It's all right. And they're married. Break the glass. Hiya. Yeah, it's painted glass.
Oh,
yeah, it's painted. Yeah, it's
thought it was
painted
metal.
silver. It's just a decorate. It's not worth nothing. Don't worry about it. Okay. And she grew up this way. It's all about, are you okay? Things don't matter. Okay. So let's get back. So who did you want to connect to, Mandy?
I mean, honestly, anybody in my family that's crossed over, I would love to talk to them. But I would like to talk to my one aunt or my grandfather.
Yeah. You're right before you said anything, they said, she's got to know we're all going to be there at the wedding.
I believe it.
Yeah. I don't know if you were going to have it like near an ocean or a destination wedding or something, and you totally changed your mind. Or it was supposed to be and you delayed it. But there's that feeling of the way it's going to be, the way you both decide is the way it's always was meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Let's say you were going to hang out with somebody and it was going to be always meant to be a Tuesday. When you first got together, you said, we're going to meet on Sunday. Well, something's going to happen that you can't meet on Sunday to change it to Tuesday, because you were always meant to meet on Tuesday. You see what I'm saying? The
Right.
spirits will lead and make changes, and this will fall away. Like, how I can't believe I did a whole year ahead of time, and they're saying they can't because it wasn't meant to be there. So you have to look, and now you find a place. Oh my gosh, we just had a cancellation. Well, that's because the timing of when you called, you were meant to be there, and that person literally held the spot for you in a way, because then they're not using that venue, and then there you go, you got the venue. You see what I mean? It's almost like puzzle pieces falling into place for you. Everything's going to be great. Everything's going to turn out fine. Okay. And would you call him Poppy or Pop? Because I get Pop. Grandpop. Okay. Very, very endearing and close connection, especially when you were little, sweetheart. Because I feel a lot of hugs and everything. The only thing is, I don't get him around when you're an adult, though. Did he die when you were 12 or something, or 8? How old were you when?
Died when I was young. When I was 7.
Well, go to Grandpop in your head, which is your mother's father. Okay.
My mother's father died when I was 7. Yeah.
Thank you. It's the feeling of being there when you're little, and then not getting to that high school age, not getting to that feeling of maturity, like adulthood. So I'm like 8, so 7. That's his way of coming in, saying that he loves you. When you talk to him, he hears you. And when you petition in God's direction, he's a part of your entourage. He will assist you. He will be right there trying to help you, Is he Peter? No. Is anybody Patrick?
No.
Or is he a St. Patrick's Day connection?
No.
Is he a March connection? No.
Unless you count. If they were Irish, so maybe St. Patrick's Day. I don't know.
Oh, your mom's dad's side was Irish.
Yeah.
Okay. What he's saying. He's I hear you. I see you. Yeah, even though you were little, I don't see him as a real elderly man, but he is older. So I don't know if, your mom had you older, or somehow he does look like he's like in his early 70s, late 60s. Do you know how old he was when he died?
I believe he was in his late 60s, early 70s.
Because honestly, when you said you were only 7, I'm expecting him to be like 50. You know what I mean?
No, he was
Yeah.
older.
Or okay, right. And you don't have a whole lot of pictures of him, but you have the picture with him and his wife. Your little. And did he have a lot of daughters? Was your mom one of a lot of kids? Is your mom one of 5 or 6?
My grandma only had my mom and my aunt. He
Okay.
has 2 children.
Am I switching that? Who's like one of 6? I get 4 and 2. 4 and 2.
My grandfather had a big family.
He was one of.
Siblings, but they were big old Irish family.
Okay, good. Okay. So know that as much as people will think the Irish peeling potatoes being poor, he actually had not a wealthy life, but a rich life because of what his dad did for a living. I don't know if he was a truck driver, construction, something. They did have a pretty good life. Education. So I don't know if that's the way he was to you, but I'm going to tell you that he must have started working very early. Did he ever tell you that? Like he started working at 10, like a paper route or something, or got a job at 14? I just feel like, yeah, he was a very, very entrepreneur-ish, like always willing to learn it on the job, always ready to work and to have a better life,
Yeah.
With all those kids, I'm waiting for rags. I'm waiting for cries in the corner of the mother not having enough for kids. I feel like somehow, I don't know if it's Catherine or Kay is their last name, but there's something to do with like her just always feeling like everything would work out, and everything did, and that they had a very good life. I feel like it had a lot to do with what his father did. Do you know what his dad did for a living?
I don't know.
Oh, I would wish you could find out, because at the time it would have been really popular and very not rich, but he would have gotten good pay.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know if Kathleen or Catherine is the wife?
My great grandmother? No.
No.
He might have had a sister named. They were such a big family. I couldn't even tell you.
Okay. Yeah. And look at when he died, I do feel people around him. But more important is the people from the afterlife came for him,
Okay.
And I almost feel like there's a really old, I don't know if it's made of maps, but this really old book that he just liked. And, what's a guy want? And I feel like it got handed, like somehow you got it and his handwriting's in it.
Mm.
Ask your mom, because if it isn't you, it's her.
No, we don't have anything of my grandfather's. What
Yep.
I do have is my sister for Christmas one year. She works for the VA. She was able to get
Something with his handwriting on it?
with his handwriting, and it was all
That's it.
like his medical records.
Okay.
Someone who was in the military.
Military, that's probably in it. Yeah. Because, and I don't know if on it is a little map of an area or the United States or whatever, but he gave me paper, got me like to start old, and that his handwriting, like his signature would have been on there or something. Yeah.
Okay.
It's like you got nothing. That's why I was saying, yep. Because you got nothing, but you got that piece of paper and I feel like it was in a book. That's why it doesn't have a crease in it, or maybe the original is somewhere that you'll find the original, but know that he saw that. He saw that you got that, was it Navy? No. Okay. Army. Okay. Do you know anybody that was in the Navy? Is your fiance standing right next to you?
He's upstairs in the other room.
Okay. I'm just curious to say, because everybody's in the Army. When I do this, everybody's in the Army.
My other grandfather was in the military as well, but I don't know if it was Army or Navy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's so adorable, and he's probably going to hate me that I said that, because he's a grown man, your fiance. But it's so adorable how his grandfather really, really loves him. And I feel like he's so proud that he did his own life, his own decisions. He didn't do what his dad did or did what he did. he's making his own choices, Is he in engineering?
No.
Like making maps or something? Drawing. Is it construction where they blueprints?
He kind of, but not, no. I mean, not maps or anything like that, but.
I feel like I'm drawing and measuring.
Screen printing, I think it's called.
Screen prints. Now, what does your future husband do?
He does like landscape and gardening.
Okay, thank you. Because I'm addicted to the love it or list it, hometown, all the shows that remodel everything and make people happy and give them a good house. They roll out the paper and they'll say, okay, even Bar Rescue, he does it. We're going to put the bar here, the dance floor over here, and he does that. That's what I'm seeing. So that blueprint of the landscape idea, submitting it to the owner, checking off, or the commercial building. Yep, we okay it. That's what it is. He sees him doing that. Is he more of the business end of it though? Does he not do the digging?
No, he's very hands-on.
Oh, he is hands-on. Ask him if he has any involvement in the layout of it or the design factor or approving what the client wants.
He's smiling because he said he used to design shirts.
Design shirts?
That's what he used to do, yeah, years ago.
Did he ask him, because I don't know how to do that, so would he roll out a piece of paper? I think it's the landscaping, I really do, because I thought it was the house, and that is close enough. It would be, like, what's his typical client with landscaping? Is it domestic? Is it houses people that live in?
No, he just does home.
He does houses, right?
Yeah.
Like a residential, right?
Yeah.
Domestic. Like he works with not big companies, the bank and all. He does like people's houses, right? Yeah. Hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you do a blueprint or do you do like a measurement of everything and map out everything before you go to do it? Don't you do that?
Only if it's a remodeling job and not if he's doing landscaping. But I'm kind of laughing though because when he does his personal landscaping in his yard, when he's like putting in his fruits and vegetables, he kind of maps everything out to where the sun's going to be at certain times of the day. Like he knows what plant needs the most sun and what doesn't, and where to put it so that
it's almost like an engineer. Like you roll it out, and here's the blueprint of the house we're going to build. And here it's the way we're going to have this here, and this will be facing the sun because it comes up over here, and we'll have this in the back because that doesn't need much sun, and it'll whatever. Yeah, and I feel like he must have ancestors that were farmers or ancestors that worked the land too. And I feel like they see that gift in him, and whatever he does with what we're talking about, it's nothing but what his dad did for a living. It's like a whole new direction, his own view of what he wants to do. His grandfather is so proud of him for going out on what he wants to do,
And that makes total sense to me. He brought it to my attention too when you mentioned the name Catherine.
Yes.
His grandmother's name is Catherine.
There you go. Because I kept getting this is my wife. This is who I'm married to. This is, my wife, Catherine. Yeah. It's either Kathleen, Catherine, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And there you go. Because you got to understand, your people are now connected. They keep coming in, watching over him and you. They keep running into each other. They eventually do lunch, right? So when they go to the wedding, they're going to be dancing on the floor together, not split in half. They're over there and they're over there. They're going to be already loving each other showing up to that wedding.
Well, I have to tell you this because it's cute, and I think that you're going to lead to it anyway. When we were planning on getting married, we looked into different options, and I said to him, I would really rather just get married in your backyard.
That's
it's a family home. and it's been in the family for like 60 years.
Wow.
And there's so many people that have passed in the family that, in my eyes, are still there. They live there, so why wouldn't they still be there?
Right.
So I had said to him, I would get married in your yard because not only can our living relatives be there, but the ones that are on the other side as well.
Wow.
And that like blew his mind. And I said it, he said, that it was like perfect because so it's kind of all leading to what you've been saying, like our family, his family together, connected. Yeah.
And that whole, absolutely. And that movie you have in your head of all the folding chairs all lined up and everybody sitting there and all the people around the edge dressed up from the spirit world, for your wedding. Like that's basically, they're helping you create that because they knew you would always want that,
Absolutely.
And did she die young, like in her 60s, the Catherine? Did she actually die before him? I'm sorry. Go to your the grandfather for your fiance. And is he Joseph?
Yeah, his name's Joseph.
Okay. Why are you laughing? Because your fiance is like, holy shit.
Because we're just like how you just are amazing. Yeah.
Well, it's not. Joseph's amazing. Yeah, he goes, I know it's common and you don't like saying because everybody knows a Joe somewhere, but we've been talking for a while. I'm his grandfather, and now you can say my name is Joseph, instead of do you have a Joseph, So he knew it was more credible after everything he said. Again, loves you, sweetheart. You're listening. He loves you. He loves you also, Mandy. You're his granddaughter through marrying his grandson in a way. You see, you're that granddaughter figure. Yeah, I do feel a little girl for you guys. Do you already have a daughter or no?
I have 2 daughters.
Oh, okay. Because I keep getting pink. Don't think I didn't meet her. So your daughters in heaven, before they were born, this grandfather got to meet them. Your grandparents, obviously, too. Especially the grandfather on your mom's side that died when you were like 7.
So my daughter in heaven.
What?
Wait, I'm confused.
Before we're born, we live in heaven. So when your kids were in heaven, so were some of your loved ones.
Okay.
And one of them is his grandfather, and one of is your grandfather for sure, because he died when you were 7. So he had to be up there with your daughters in heaven.
Yeah.
So they got to meet and have
before.
Right. Yeah. Did you name your second daughter middle name after your grandmom?
No, I was going to name her after my aunt.
Okay, yeah.
And
I keep getting that.
I didn't name her the exact name. I named
it's okay.
That was like a derivative.
Is it a Lee? Is it something Lee?
It's Harley.
Harley? Wait, what's her name?
Harley. It sounds like a motorcycle, but it's not spelled the same. It's Harley.
Harley. There you go. Now, again, where did I get? It could have been a million. Anne, Lynn, whatever. Rose, Mary, Marie. Okay, well.
Oh my God, stop. You're naming everybody in our family.
There you go.
You just named my fiance's mother, my grandmother. You just named everybody. That's crazy.
Well, what I was getting is like it could have been any middle name, and then I was like opening up to what it could be, and then I got Anne, and then I got Rose, and then I got Marie. And that's and you know what? However they tricked me into saying the names, even if it's somebody alive, as a shout out, hello, I love you.
Grandmother, Anne is my grandmother that I never met. She died before I was born.
Is that the Rose?
And Rose is my fiance's mother. She's alive.
Okay, because I keep getting Rose. So they really want Shizison. She's lost so many people.
And his grandmother was Rose too.
Yeah. So know that she's coming in, and I don't know. Again, I don't know if that's her mother or her grandmother, but no love and affection to all that is alive. All that got to acknowledge themselves around you, know there's plenty of people around them wanting to hug you too, and know that in your heart, if you're thinking of them right now, they are. All right. And I'm going to pick a card. And I got tears cleanse the soul. So yes, you may be a crier, or you may, you know, at your wedding start crying. So wear waterproof mascara. You know, it's the Tin Man. Remember the Tin Man? I know I have a heart because I feel it breaking. You know, so the Tin Man's been mentioned twice now in this readings today. So remember, it's all about love when we mourn and we grieve. It's, you know, our ache in our heart for missing them in the physical. It's releasing the pain. It has to be removed, and that's the best way to do it. Okay. So they know it's all love-based. It never upsets them. So know that you're very loved. We love you here at Spirit Inspired. We hope that you watch again and, you know, do another donation in the future and get another reading. Tell all your families and friends. And we're honored to speak for so many that want it. And all your pets. I just saw a little doggy run by. So all your pets. Yep. They're like, oh, it's over. You're closing. And I see this little dog with a tail wagging running by. Tell her I'm with her. I'm like, okay.
Oh my God. Well, my little dog is just right by me. She's sitting here in front of me now, but my other dog did pass on.
Yeah. Yeah, they're talking about the dog running by. Talking about the dog running by. So there's two messages. One, a dog ran by to be noticed, to declare their presence with you spiritually, that is crossed. And then also the validation, how ironic, the serendipity of your own dog running by, as I said it, is to believe that your other dog is with you. No mistake, Mandy. You're getting signs left and right.
On Facebook, because you said it exactly as my dog ran in front of me.
It's called serendipity.
Oh,
Believe. Open your heart to accept what's being given. Okay?
Oh,
All right. Big hugs, honey. Much love.
Oh, love to you and the family as well. Thank you.
Okay? And you got to text me about your wedding. So I send lots of good prayers and lots of good vibes your way for the day.
Oh, I will. Thank you so much.
All right.
Judy. I appreciate it.
And eat a piece of cake for me, okay?
Thank you.
God bless you. Bye-bye. What to be in their love story, isn't that right before they get married, to know that their decision to have that wedding and include the afterlife, that they know about it, that they're going to be there, they're going to be all dressed up, is so cool. So what are we going to do? We're going to do the last one, or we're going to do one more? Okay, let's do one more. One more, and then we'll do the, you know, the biggest donation. Okay. So as you can see, we're missing a button, but it's all right. It just popped off. And there's not even a crack in this. It's so cool. Okay. All right. Do you want to say Nicole?
Nicole paid.
Say Nicole, and then it's paid by Donna Fricker.
Yep.
Yep.
You just said it.
So he doesn't have to. Fell for it. All right. Give me a hug.
Okay.
Love you.
Yeah, she got it.
Okay. So Nicole, which is Donna Fricker's, Donna Fricker paid for it. That says paid for by Donna Fricker. There you go. So whoever, you should know who you are, hopefully.
Awesome job.
What did I say her name is?
Nicole.
Nicole. God. I always say, you know, one day I'm going to have like a name tag. If you find me wandering the streets and it says, bring to this address, if you find this woman. Be me. Oh boy. Okay.
Yeah.
Nicole. Nikki. I get to write Nikki. So maybe. Gotta get a cashew here. Oh, there's a little baby. Hi, baby. No, don't come over. It's okay. Do you want to be on camera again this week? Okay, let's see what we got here. Hello? Is this Nicole? Oh, cool. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so Does anybody ever call you Nikki?
Yes, my grandfather,
Okay.
my dad.
Because I got to write N-I-C-K-Y,
Yes.
not Nicole, instructed by above. Oh my God. Hold on one second. I hate when I do that. On camera live. I inhale, and instead of it going, yeah. All right, so give me a minute to adjust my windpipe. Yep, I'm mortal, people. Okay, Nikki. All right, so thank you to your friend Donna, and I want to just reach out and let you know that is this your dad, your mom's dad? I mean, because I got mother's father. Is
my
it?
My dad's dad.
Okay. Is your mom's dad? Is your mom's dad?
Yes, I actually don't know him though.
That's okay, because I just keep hearing it, and I got to understand, you know, how to say this. Okay, so mom is mother, mother-in-law, father's father, father-in-law, sister, brother-in-law, and mwah is not your brother or your sister. In other words, someone who liked you like that, you know. And then children can come in that made it or didn't, and pets can come through. Let's see who comes through. Okay, so you have both grandfathers coming in. Your dad's dad had a longer life, though, for whatever reason. And it's just his way. And he says, I'm dominant, which he shows me the street, the row homes. It means he would have lived nearby, or at some point you lived near him. So you could like literally run around the corner. You could go down and go right into your house. I feel like screen doors slam. That's my symbol of you live nearby. Do you understand that? And also the number 6. So the 16th or June 10th, because there's a 6 and a 1. So is June anything?
Well, my mom's birthday is June 14th, and I have my cousin's father who passed around June 8th or 9th. I'm not sure. It's either his birthday or his passing was between the 8th and the 10th of June.
Isn't your grandma passed too?
No.
No. Who's mum? Who says grandmom or mum?
No, we call my grandmother's, both grandmothers are still living.
There's a hello to her then. Okay. Think about your mom's mom for a second. She have only the one husband, never married again?
My dad's mother, yes.
No, your mom's mom, actually.
No, actually, she was married once, but she had several relations.
Oh, well then it's definitely your grandfather on your dad's side coming through, because he's talking about his wife. Hello to her.
Okay.
I thought he was trying to give me what everybody called her, but that's okay. And then
her name is Pat.
it's about like she would have never gone, out with anybody else or got married again since I died. Like it's just me and her, you know. For the record. Okay. Okay. Hold on. And how long ago did he pass? Has it only been a few years?
My grandfather?
Yes.
No, he passed when I was about 10 or 11.
Who's the one that just passed? Like literally like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Who's a recent passing for you? I get somebody new coming in. And who would be like a brother? Is it your boyfriend's brother, your husband's brother?
No, he don't have a brother. Oh, it's funny. His cousin just recently passed.
Yeah, it's connected to your boyfriend, your husband, and it's to the side of him, not an uncle, not a...
He would make sure he was known whenever he was in the room, so...
Yeah, so his name's Sonny, okay.
Yes.
Did he die in a motorcycle accident or a car accident?
No, he actually had...
Why do I feel like I got hit in the head?
I don't even know, maybe like a heart attack or something?
Who got hit in the head?
Hit in the head.
Who died in a car accident? You have a lot of people coming through.
Oh,
What's going on is they just told me. Thank you.
Long time ago.
Thank you. What's happening is they're all here, whoosh, and they're all something. He's saying something. He's saying something. He's saying.
A lot of people.
Okay, hold on. So who's a motorcycle or car accident? Is it a guy?
He's a cousin. Yeah, he died.
It was a boy. A boy, I mean.
Yeah.
Right? Male?
Ralphie,
Thank you. Okay, know that he's coming. He would have been an instant passing, sweetheart.
Yes.
Instant passing. And I almost feel like, I don't know if it was right before his birthday, right before he was going to have a baby, right before something big in his life. Something big was about. His life was turning around for the better. And I freaking died. He's like, are you kidding me? And Ralphie is nothing like Sonny.
No, he's not. He's
I know it's his side and your side, but oh my God. Did they find Ralphie passed?
Yeah, he was in the car.
I mean, not Ralphie, I'm sorry. Did they find Sonny dead? Because I feel like, oh my God, they found me. I just dropped dead.
His daughter did.
Thank you. Again, not hospital surgery, pull the plug back and forth, whatever, sitting around the he was just dropped dead.
And then they walked in and he was no longer
dropped dead. He's literally dropped dead. And I don't know. He goes, thank God I wasn't in the bathroom. I like him.
He was a firecracker. He definitely was.
Yes. I don't know if he used to dance, not that well, or knew all the words to the songs and all. But I just feel like he liked to start people having a good time.
Yes.
Did he ever put together, or did somebody put together in his honor a block party? I feel like banners, and I feel like I'm outside and everybody's walking around and talking and having a party.
Yeah, well, at his funeral, actually, everyone came with their motorcycles and
there's a motorcycle
stuff and played music and stuff like that
outside.
Yeah.
Right, like a party outside in the street, because I feel like a block party. I think I'm saying it right, where you close off the street and everybody comes out and puts music on and dances, and that's his way of saying he loved it. He was there. He was having a good time. Spiritually, he was there. He saw everything that they did for him in honor of him. Okay. Thank you. I'm glad you've made sense of the motorcycle, because right when we went to do your reading, a motorcycle went by. And it's not like normal where I live. So not that people don't have motorcycles, but it's a very quiet street. It's a very quiet area. And I'm doing this girl's reading and run goes by. I'm like, there's a motorcycle guy here. I don't have to ask twice. Okay, hold on. Okay, and how long ago was Ralph accident? Was that 20 years ago?
Yeah, that was, it's
decades, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes, he says, thank you for never forgetting me. It's not that you have to talk to me every day or think about me every day, but the fact that every now and then your mind goes to me, it's nice, because I'm thought of, wonder what he's doing over there, or who he's hanging around with, or could he be sitting here with us, Does he have a sister that's alive?
Yes.
Okay.
She's like my best
and
friend.
is it Lisa?
Linda?
L?
Yeah, with an L, Linlin. We call her Linlin.
Lin. Okay, good enough. Okay. Make sure when you see her again, you bring this reading up, that you tell her that he came through, especially saying hi to her. I don't know if that's his little sister. I don't know.
He actually took his death really bad and turned to the worst, and is actually doing very good right now in recovery and everything.
Tell her that he's proud of her. And I was going to say, there's got to be, and you just answered the question before I asked it. There's got to be something big, good happening in her life, because I feel like he sees it and he's smiling. That's awesome. So now that I know what it is, I can translate it perfectly by saying he's proud of her. He saw the hard work that got her to where she is today. And to remember what you got to do to maintain that, or to even be better. And that he's right by her side, feeding the strength, and would just totally be devastated, be crushed if she ever did anything in the way. You got to stay strong, because as you do that, you do it for me too, he says. Because as you are happy, so am I,
I can't wait to tell her that.
Yeah, and you know what? He went right up. There wasn't a big book you got to look up as your name. Okay, bring him in the gate. They knew me right when I showed up, and God knew me. I knew God. All the people that, all the people that loved him, that went before him, what met him and went with him as he rose up into the light. Okay, she'll get feathers. Tell her, and I know she lives in the city. There's concrete everywhere, but you're going to find a feather. Even if it's little, it's from your down comforter, your pillow. it's his way of saying the angels are with you. We love you. You're an angel. You are a good, holy person. You know, they're applauding her, you know, and to lighten up, right? Anti-Jerry Springer, right? Hold on one second. Do you have an old boyfriend that died? Like you had already broken up, then you found out he died? Okay.
No.
Or you moved? There's something about being disconnected. Nobody's pointing any fingers bad. It just didn't work out and somebody's moving, going somewhere else.
Okay.
And one of the most important people that you want to connect with, they say is actually and you said they're both alive, but they're saying a grandmother. So I don't know if you actually met a great grandmother and then she died, or someone told you, you know, when you were a baby, she did get to hold you and then she passed. Because she is bragging about being here long enough to be able to see you, you know. Are you third born?
Second. Firstborn, I'm sorry.
Oh, you're firstborn. Who's third born?
No, I just have me and my...
Okay. Could this be your dad? That is third born. I feel like I'm talking to the person alive. And they're
I mean, that would be funny if you had another kid, but I don't think so.
No. Think of could be your dad's grandmother, for instance.
Okay.
Could your dad be third born? I feel like I want to connect to them. They're third born. Tell them I love them.
My dad's brother, maybe, because he also passed.
Is he third born? Ask your dad who would have been third born in his family, like brothers and sisters.
Yeah, I think maybe my dad is the third born.
Yeah, because I feel like it's a hello to someone alive. And is R like Richard or R like Robert, his brother that died? Is he Bobby?
I think
That's okay.
Yeah.
Like Ricky, Robert. I keep getting that for your dad too.
I mean,
Your dad has a lot of people that have died.
Maybe there's something that I don't know and she can fill me in on.
Yeah, that's okay. And who's the police officer on your dad's side? Is that his uncle? Do you not know too much about your dad's side?
He's not my uncle. He's not a police officer, but he does
Like
work with
correctional?
the NRA and stuff like that.
What does he do?
He works with the NRA and he's always teaching kids
What's NRA?
the gun safety and everything like that. I don't exactly know what the name of it is.
Okay, guns. Okay. No, they're saying no. Well, who did you want to connect with?
My father.
Your father.
He always comes through with Donna and with Elvis.
Okay.
And one of the readings I actually listened to you, it was my grandfather and my dad.
Okay. See, I kept getting a father figure alive for you. How do you have a father figure alive?
Alive.
Could your dad have a brother alive?
Yeah, he has 3 brothers that are
See,
alive.
I kept thinking it was the other way around. I kept thinking you had an uncle that passed that was saying hello to his brother, your dad, alive. I thought your grandparents and even his grandmother was coming in saying hello to your dad alive. So what's happening is it's the opposite. Your father saying hello to his mother. Get it?
Okay. Yeah.
Because if he flip the whole thing, if he's the one on the other side, then the grandmom's got to be alive.
Yes, my
Okay.
My grandmom's
Then
alive.
he's got to have a brother that's alive.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Chris, Frank, Justin. Yeah, 3 brothers.
Yeah. So here I'm thinking they're all on the other side talking to your dad, but now it's your dad over there talking to them. You know?
And he has a brother that's on the other side with him too. His name is
Okay,
Joe.
but I keep getting like, you got to say hello to the living. You got to say hello to the living. And I kept, Dad. I thought your dad was alive, and they were all saying hello to him. He's alive. He's passed, and he was saying to the living, and it's his mother. It's his all these people. Yeah.
Yeah, he would visit her every Sunday and bring her flowers and newspaper and pretzels and stuff.
Yeah. He didn't know he was going to go on the day he went, but he knew he was failing in health. Because he gives me that, I don't know if he had diabetes, sweetheart, but he's
He
kind of
had something wrong with his liver too that I later found out. My
kind
mom
of feel
didn't
like things aren't the
test.
best. I'm gaining a lot of weight. I feel like I'm tired all the time. I just feel like he's not himself, but I don't feel like rush me to the hospital. I'm dying. So
Yeah,
when
no.
he did get sick or when he did pass, it was a little bit of a shock. Okay.
Yeah, no, it definitely was. It was actually
He gives me
random. Nobody expected it at all.
He gives me illness because there could be quick passings, shock, could be drowning, fire, suicide, OD. He says, no, illness, but didn't realize, I was dying, Did he lose a foot, lose a toe, or did he have numbness in the one foot?
Well, my grandfather had lost his foot from being diabetic.
There's the diabetes. Okay. So who's the grandfather with the diabetes and missing foot?
My dad's father.
There you go. Your dad's dad. Because if that isn't detail oriented, nothing is. Okay.
I know.
Because many people lose their legs. Maybe lose this. It's like toes, foot, Okay.
Yeah.
So, and was it only the one?
Yes, it was
Not
one foot. It
gotcha.
started with his toes and then his foot, and then it went through. He had just up to his knee.
Right. That's
knee.
got to be, because it's due to exact, it's your grandfather on your dad's side.
Yeah.
So what it is don't, what I'm getting anyway for you is don't worry about your dad. We were there. We were there. We had already crossed. We came in. Is Francis your grandfather?
Yes.
Is that his name, Frank?
Yep.
Holy crap.
Yep.
Because I did hear you say he had 3 brothers, something Joe, something Frank, something else.
Yep.
I don't know what you said.
Yeah, Jimmy and Chris.
Who's the Joe, Frank? Sorry, I got them talking to me. I didn't even. But I heard you mention 3 names.
Yeah, Joe was one that passed away.
Joe.
Grandfather Frank. Yeah, my father, his name was Greg.
Okay, I didn't hear Greg. But I thought you were saying, I didn't hear. I thought you were saying your dad has 3 brothers, Joe, Frank, blah, blah, blah. And then I got, well, I'm Frank. I'm the dad. I'm her father's father. The guy with the 1 foot missing. That's me, Frank, out of those 3 names. So I thought,
and
okay.
They're actually buried together in the same cemetery.
Yeah. And just for the fact to know, they don't have folding chairs waiting, saying anybody visiting you today. Oh, you had somebody who came by. Yeah. No, they're in heaven. They have a life. They have education. They have purpose. They have each other. They have gatherings. They have food that they can't be allergic or choke or, right? So it's all, you can't get a paper cut or burn toast, as they tell me. So I love that Frankie, I love that your dad comes through with his entourage, that he gave time for the grandfathers and the brother, your uncle, even the motorcycle guy. And, Mr. Suave Sonny, Mr. Life of the Party, like Ralph, that guy. Your dad has friends, has family, knows people because they knew you, or loves them or loves him because they loved you. And obviously everyone that he loved that loves him has been around him. So he's a busy guy. He really did worry a little bit. Was his mom? Yeah, because she's still here. Yeah. He worried a little bit when he first died about his mother.
Yeah.
Okay. Is your mom and dad living together, but they were separated, but still lived in the same house?
They weren't together.
Yeah, he says they weren't together, but did they live in the same house still?
No, but he bought a house for us to live in one.
Okay. He didn't run that far away, in other words. He still wanted to be in your life. He still wanted to help out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Who was the one you said did the NRA stuff?
Frank, that's my Uncle Frank. My grandfather was named Frank too, and his firstborn son was named Frank.
And then they're both up there. Okay. I know this is corny, but I feel like this is coming from your dad. Maybe he wasn't a policeman. Okay. Maybe he wasn't, military, whatever. I feel like he patrolled. Like he went, like he'd go over a neighbor. How you doing?
That was my dad. Yeah, he acted like he was the the cops, like he came in and
Yes,
he
like the
just make sure
town,
you're doing this right and you're not doing that right, and the fire alarm's got battery.
like he monitored is a good word for your dad.
Yes, yes.
Like the town or the street
Yes,
person that
always,
walked around to make sure everybody was okay, though, it came from his heart. I feel like, oh, she ran out of this, or he needs that, or they just had a baby, so we can give money towards that. I just kind of feel like, and not on a big scale, but big enough that I feel like it would, if it wasn't for him, a lot of people did without,
yes.
you know, or didn't know to help, or people to help, but they wouldn't have known it, so they couldn't have helped, and here they can, because now they know. Not a gossiper, just somebody that wanted to be that person to be like, okay, you can't park there, or you got to do this or that.
Right.
You know what? I think he missed his calling on being a policeman or something. I really do. You know, I don't know what it is. He says, I could never have been a good one because he says, I always had back problems. Back. Do you have a brother too? Does he have a son? Do you understand?
Right.
Okay, he talks about, was he a really, really big baby? Like, who's the baby that was born weighing a lot?
My uncle weighed a lot who passed away. His name is Nicky.
Okay, because you'll know it's me if I talk about being a big baby, like something about the big baby. I thought your dad was actually saying it, bring it up. How's Nicky connected to your dad, though? Is that a brother-in-law married in?
Brother-in-law. He's a brother-in-law too.
Yeah, there you go.
My dad.
Yeah, because I'm like, I didn't even finish the sentence and he already answered it. I love when they do that. He says married in brother. Look at this is this guy saying, no, because I don't know how, was he 10 pounds? Was he, you know,
My uncle,
12?
I think he was like 11 to 12 pounds, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's like big. He's known to be not big baby, but he was a big baby. That's how you'll know it's me, you know. Is that on your mom's side?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I thought it was, he knew it too because he just told me. I thought it was possibly a sister, your dad's sister's husband, right? I didn't say it, but I thought, okay, married in the family, maybe. And he says, no, it's their side, not mine.
Yeah,
so wait a minute, is it your mom's side?
Coming up on Halloween. He actually passed away on Halloween.
Yes. Yep. I was just going to, I didn't know it was Halloween, but I said something about right now has to do with him. And because I feel like when I wrote that Nicky, the grandfather connection, that uncle connection, I feel like that's his way of being like, I'm here. Come on, out of 365 days in a year, he's coming through. Well, did he fall and then they found something later, like a tumor in his liver or kidneys? Nicky?
My dad and my uncle.
Oh, well, I'm getting someone talking about falling and then getting checked, and then they found something like cancer. And it's a lower body, liver, kidneys.
Well, the falling actually makes me think of my aunt on my mom's side who's passed away, and she fell and broke her leg. But then her husband also died from colon cancer.
Okay. How did your aunt eventually pass, though? What was what she died of?
In her sleep, it was an aneurysm, I think.
Yeah, this is something like something happened. So I go to check that out, and I've got lower body cancer, like liver, kidney, colon.
Yeah, my uncle, his name's Charles. He had
Charles. Okay.
Found out that he had wound up getting
I had a Charles come in earlier, and then they changed it to see like Chris, whatever, for her son. Yeah. Wow, so many people. And who were you hoping for? You were hoping for your grandfather on your dad's side?
Yeah, well, I was hoping for my dad because
your dad.
My dad and my uncle Nicky.
Your dad, I'm going to tell you something. When your dad comes to you, expect that he's chatting with somebody. Expect that he brought his dad, or he came in with his brother, or they're waiting and he's visiting you for a couple hours, and he's going to go meet them for coffee. He loves just sitting there chatting about anything, you know.
Yeah, he was a talker. We always
talker.
called him the preacher.
The preacher.
Yep.
Yeah. He's sitting there with the paper and he's telling everybody what he read. This is going on, you know. I just feel like he liked knowing what was going on, and he liked helping people because of what he knew. And I feel like he had this little boy mind when as a kid, like when I grow up I'm going to be a fireman, when I grow up I'm going to be a policeman, when I grow up I'm going to be a contractor and build a house. He had really big dreams, but I don't know what happened, but I feel like something happened where he got sick or his body got hurt and he could not be his best at it, you know?
Yeah.
Was he forced to retire, your dad, because of his ill health?
He was still working. He was a construction worker. He was still.
That's the construction worker. So he wind up not being a policeman, not being a fireman. He became a construction worker.
Yes.
Okay. And boy, this is all falling into place because that's why his back hurts. It's manual labor.
Yeah.
He's not an accountant. You know, he's not mixing a bowl of whatever. His job has to do with picking and lifting and mending, moving.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Yeah. So I get him. I get everything he said. I understand now. Yeah. I hope you did already, but I understand now. I love that. I love that he could go by and say, you know, I had a hand in building that, or I had a hand in building that, or do you know, I was on the job for this when I was younger. You know, I just feel like he liked, and I'm going to tell you this, and you already know it. But before you were even born, when he was at a job site or when he was on some kind of, because he shows me cement and working with totally doing something totally different than he did when he grew up a little bit more when he was real young. He said he just got along with everybody.
Yeah,
everybody liked him because your dad, he said his piece. If you didn't like it, then move aside.
Yes, no, he did.
You know, yeah, like, what are you doing? What do you know? Yeah, like what are you dressed like that for? What do you do? You know, like he just, if he thought it, it probably came out his mouth. You know.
Yeah.
I know. I hear you, honey. And who's connected to February? Is that your mom alive?
My aunt, Catherine, who I just said did have passed away from the aneurysm.
Oh, the aneurysm. Is she right around Valentine's Day, like right before it, like the 9th or the 10th? The 11th?
That's Ralphie again.
Is that Ralph? Really?
I think so. I think.
Okay,
There
hold
was
on.
his birthday or.
How do you connect with the 22nd?
Well, the 23rd of February.
23rd.
Well, the 22nd is my birthday, but if it's February.
You're the 22nd. Okay, if I said, how do you connect with 22nd? Okay, what it is yes, it's me. Yes, it's me. Hold on one second. Okay, here. Your aunt knows how much you love her. Do you hear her?
Right.
Your aunt, Catherine,
Yeah,
she
her
knows how.
birthday's the 23rd of February.
Know that she knows how much you love her. Okay? You didn't have to be there every day. You didn't have to call her and say, I love you. It was understood. Let any kind of guilt connected to anybody, even your father, let it go. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Did you wind up having a son?
Yes, I haven't. He just turned 16.
Okay.
And
Your father loves this kid. Loves this kid.
Yeah.
Now, is he a
Daughter
kid?
Really didn't get to know him.
Loves the daughter too? Oh, it's all good. But you got to understand there's something. Does he have I don't know if is he the different name, but same initials as your dad?
His name's Kenny. My dad's name was Greg.
Okay, K. And what's the last name? What's the last initial?
With a P, Puglisi.
P.
My dad was with a T. T.
Oh, what is a T?
Yeah, with my dad.
And your name is a T?
Yes.
Okay, who you married?
Yeah, well, it's Puglisi now. I kept my dad's name.
Oh, P. KP. KP. Is anybody Patrick? Or Patsy?
My grandmother is Patricia.
Patricia. Who's?
That's my dad's mom.
There you go. Okay. There you go. I'm getting Patrick, I get Patsy, like a Patricia. Wow. Look at you. Crazy.
Yeah.
Even, there's so many people that made this reading. And even if there's 50 more that you know, and your pets and your loved ones, you have such an intuition going on that you receive messages so clearly. They're so proud to.
And it's crazy. I really, really do.
You do. Your grandma just said she nails it every time. She gets us. She goes, she'll start talking to us, Teresa. and they brag about you in heaven. So your granddaughter's still trying to feel that you're around. She just goes, "Hi, how you doing?" And starts talking. And knowing that you're thanking, knowing that they know what's going on. You don't have to preach. You don't have to fill them in with everything they need to know. Right? They already are clued in. Right? They're not God, but they're aware of pretty much everything in your life appropriately. So when you go to talk about it, just know from the very beginning they get what you're talking about, and then just go with whatever you need help with. Okay? Are you wearing a name, and it may even be your own, a ring with initials on it?
I have a chain on that says Mom.
Okay. And that would be 3 letters.
Well, and I have I melted down my grandfather's wedding ring, and that's what I wear.
Okay. And what did you do with it?
I have it on. I wear it. I had it. I used it when I got married. When I buy a ring, I use my grandfather's.
That's it. And find out, is that your dad's dad?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe your mom might know. Ask your mom if, and most of them have been, I mean, it's almost like a guarantee, but I want you to ask anyway. Ask your mom if she remembers or maybe you do, because you're the one that got the ring and melted it down, if it had any engraving inside.
Wait, I actually do have my great-grandmother's wedding ring from February 14th when they got married. It's a white gold, but I don't wear it. I have it at home.
Remember I said there's something to do with February and Valentine's Day?
So that's my great-grandmother then.
And
My
what's
dad's grandma.
And how does the February 14th connect? They got married then?
Yes, they were married. It's engraved into the ring.
Wow. Yeah. And what it is, you talked about the ring. I'm going to tell you without even asking them. They see what we do with their things. They see what we do in their honor, whether it's creating something like a Christmas on a tree. Everything that we do in their memory does go before them. It mirrors into their world. It sounds kooky. There's 2 of them then. There's one in heaven and one here. Everything here goes away. It has a demise to it, a death. It goes into ashes, where everything exists in its perfect form at its best in heaven, including us, thank God, So know that ring exists over there. Even the way you had it made into your own will exist over there. And then that your grandmom knows that wasn't grandmom that was the thing that was the ring that you do have that didn't, the initials, that you had, that it got to you because she wanted it to go to you, And I don't know if your middle name is her name or something, but it's not a ring, but there's some kind of a name. Somehow you're like her. You're like her. Yeah. Yeah. And look your dad adores you, honey. And know that you never have to go to a psychic or medium to find that out. But if he ever comes through, he's going to be saying it, all his children, as we all do, and we hear alive even, the afterlife always wishes they had more time with us down here to do the things to make sure when they left, we really knew how much they love us. We always do that too. We, as they leave, think, oh, I wish we had more time together. One more hug, one more chance to tell them how much we love them. And the mediumship that is in me, the Holy Spirit, not me, God in me, is showing you today that you do have that one more day. You have those moments because you're living them. And thank God you're aware of it. You're on such a beautiful spiritual journey, honey, because having someone like Donna in your life, having people, and I just got chills, that's big, people that you could talk about this stuff freely and not look like a kook, because they experience things too, is healthy because it's the realest thing. You know what I mean? Your soul is the realest thing in the room right now. Your body is temporary. The building you're in is temporary. The chair you're sitting on is temporary. You will continue, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that sensing of yourself, how do you work on that? Go to YouTube, type in meditation, spirit guide, meditation, guardian angel, whatever one you pick. When they have all the selections, do the little one, the 10-minute one, the 20-minute one. Don't do the 2-hour, you'll wake up drooling, okay? and really bring in your feel the angels around you. Get that stronger sensitivity, that spider sense. Because the more you do something, the more you use it, the more you get stronger at it.
Yeah.
And you've got it.
Yeah, everyone always says that to me because, like, I'll have fish dreams and I'll say somebody's pregnant and they wind up and they're like, you got too much information. Something's going on.
Yeah, the dream state.
So there are things that people do think, like they always say, that I am in touch with. So.
And you could do, since you told me that, and most likely the experience you had was a feeling or of that person in your dream, whether it's the information came to you or you saw them pregnant, or as if someone told you that she was going to have a baby and you woke up with that information swirling around you. You could go to YouTube and go meditation, clairvoyance, okay? Third eye. You say third eye meditation. That's your clear seeing. That's where you get visions. That's where you pick up stuff in the dream cycle. Okay? Yeah. So I'm going to pick a card for you. And you've got I am not dead. And they're not. They're very much alive. They're very much alive. And you know it because you hear them walking around your house. They literally went like...
It's crazy because I do always get signs. If I'm not dreaming about my dad or my uncle, and it's always them two, but I do. Yeah. I know deep down inside, I just never really acted on these things that, are happening around me.
Right. And they're brothers, and yet they're so different.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Same
parents and everything. But they are literally like tied to the hip. They do everything together. They're like hanging out. Didn't his brother die first?
No, he actually died first. And
he
then
did.
My uncle died.
Who died young for your dad?
Greg.
Who died young for your dad?
My dad died first.
I know, but who would have been there when he got there? His dad?
My dad or my uncle?
No, who would have got there for your dad? Who would have been crossed already that when your dad went to pass, he would have met up with him? Is that his father?
Yeah, my grandpa.
Okay. He would have had no brothers already pass?
No. Not that besides his brother-in-law,
is he
that.
Oh, he had a brother-in-law pass.
Yeah, my uncle.
There you go. Okay. I was going to say, if there's a missing, who is anybody? How do you connect with the number 8? Was he one of 8?
8 is my uncle who had passed away in June 8th, I believe, is June 8th or 9th.
Oh, okay.
Donna's son-in-law's father.
I don't know.
Yeah, we're connected. So
yeah. Okay. Just know they all love you. Know that they're not dead. They're more alive than all of us put together. And there's a reason there's a dove flying in this picture is because they have no limits. We can't fly, right?
Yeah.
And they can go as high as they want. They can see. I had a reading yesterday that I forget who came through, but they told me to tell this woman that they went to Alaska. And literally the person died saying, I never got to go to Alaska, and died.
Oh, wow.
So I don't know her. I don't know them. And I'm going, they're telling me, don't worry, I went to Alaska. Literally, how can you not? It was like icebergs and,
right.
In my brain, Alaska is beautiful, I know. But to me, that would be Alaska. And I felt,
right.
So I'm going, okay, how did you go to Alaska? And they show me that they literally think of a place and they're there,
yeah.
And they get to walk around and feel the sun on their face. And they can't get hurt. They can't get cut. They can't stub their toe or drown in the water. Like, you get that. But they do have a body. It's made of light, and it feels just like their body. And they experience, they experience the beauty and, what you would want to see, they can see. So, okay. So I want to give you a hug through the phone. Big hugs. Love you, Nikki.
Thank you very much. I'm hugging right back.
Oh, thank you. And I got to tell you, one of my favorite names, Nikki. I don't know if it's a past life. I love that name. Always do.
Thank you.
You never meet a bad Nikki. right? Nicole, they're always beautiful. Note, I want to say thank you for being with our show this week. You're very much loved, much blessings your way. And please feel free to meet us the next time. Not next week. We're off next week because of Halloween. But the week after, please tune in, tell your family and friends, okay? Because we need word of mouth.
You have a wonderful day.
Yeah, we don't know how to advertise for this. I'm a nona, I don't know. But we're word of mouth, okay?
Absolutely. I will pass it on.
All right. And bye, Dad. Bye, Patricia. Bye, everybody that came through for Nikki.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. What a great, I too. And I've never met anybody named Nicole. It was never not a sweetheart. So I think we need to switch phones.
Yep,
This was, oh, look at you. Okay. You want to do a little switcheroonie here? And then we're going to do top donation. There you go. I think I did the right one. Okay. All righty. Got the mic all set up here. Okay. All right. So that's the top. Ooh, top donation. Okay. Before I announce this, thank you, sweetheart. All right. Isn't he the best? Look at that. Isn't he just handsome? He is so handsome. Okay. Before I say this, I'm going to do a card here. I promise to do a card. So this is Make Today Magical, positive affirmation card set. So I got told by God to do this. So here we are. I'm going to make sure I live up to what He wants me to do. So, ooh, that one. Okay. I am the author of my story. For Spirit Inspires for today, October 24th, the affirmation that we need to take in and apply to our life to make it better is, I am the author of my story. Remember that first reading I had the girl say, I am responsible for my happiness now? Again, you could be sick. You could be in pain. There's enough to make you cry and feel miserable. But when there's a chance to be happy, you can own that and step into it and choose to be. Sometimes life is a choice. Happiness is a choice, and to choose love and all that. So that's your affirmation. I am the author of my story. And I am Dory from Finding Nemo, the movie. Because my memory is so bad. But yet I can remember my past lives 300 years ago and all that. Yeah. So
Did he give you the?
Yes, I have it. Okay, so I'm going to announce it. Just wanted to get that done. Taylor Copson, Copson. Please call 215-393-9021. You are our top donation, and thank you, Taylor. So this is Nikki's reading there. Oh, and we're down to the cardboard. Okay. And not to waste it, I use it. Taylor. What a pretty name. Taylor Copson, Copson. Call 215-393-9021. And thank you to everybody who decided to watch. I hope you got some insight. I got something you didn't know that you know. Something that was said that mirrored your loved ones, connected to your loved ones that passed. Maybe you got a message within a message for someone else for you. Hello? Is this Taylor? Okay, hold on. Hello? Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Thank you so much for donating and watching today.
Of course, thank you. This is a special day. So
It is.
A lot.
Yes, and know that, back when I got, this is what you're going to do. You're going to do it on Sunday, 2 to 5. You're going to do a YouTube show. And I was like, God, I don't know how to, what? How am I going to do that? I'll get you to feel like you could ask this one, that one, and sure enough, they can help you. And here we are. And I always knew people like you would be pulled to watch that it was created for, Taylor. This show, by God, has been asked that you shouldn't wait years to get a message. Get it now. So I want you to know that. I want you to know you're very, very, very special to God. You're special to all those that love you in heaven. And they do so much for you, seen and unseen. Today's something that you can take in and you can know what's happening. But know that this is nothing compared to what they do for you on a daily, in your life, honey. I'm getting that really strong for you. Like, you don't even know you avoided that issue, or you don't even know that good thing that seemed so easy that fell in your lap was sent in by the grace of God, the other side, your entourage, So, and sometimes you get it because a baby's coming, a wedding's coming, or their anniversary of their death, or their birthday's around this time, or your birthday, and you expect it, and they never let you down. Never, because she already just expects, because she's always getting stuff from us. So, brother father is a mother father-in-law as well. Hey, is not your brother or your sister. A brother or sister figure stepping forward can be a brother or sister-in-law, even if you never met them. You could have children that passed come through that were miscarriages, or they were born or became an adult. You absolutely could have your fur babies if they choose to come through. So we have a lot of people. I do feel a child that's passed. I do feel someone is very young, honey. And I feel a lot of sadness around this. Who's the young person that's passed, honey?
I'm assuming it's my brother. He was in his 20s.
Okay, yes, he's most of my kids are in their 30s, late 30s. Okay, one going to be 40, right? I'm a nonna with 6 grandchildren. So yes, 20 is super young. Is your mom still alive? Because I got mom and dad coming in together.
No, they're both still alive.
They are. Who's the mother and father figure that's passed? Because I just got a hello to your mother from your brother. I got a couple stepping forward saying hello to Taylor. It was started. So who's the mom? Is that your grandparents on your mom's side?
Yes.
Okay, hold on. And what's the word apple mean? Is it apple street, apple tree? That they used to say apple of my eye, or something with an apple. Apple. Okay. Who's in the medical field? Who's in the medical field? Who's a doctor?
I'm a nurse.
You're a nurse. Okay. Doctor. Do you work for a private practice?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Not a hospital?
Oh, no, I do work for a hospital.
You're in a hospital. When you go to work, you're in a hospital. Mm-hmm. Okay. Do you know anybody that passed was actually a doctor?
No, I don't believe so. None that comes
Well, know that you got a doctor coming through. And I don't know, again, you're a nurse, you work in the hospital. I don't know if at any point you worked for a doctor that died. But know that he would have had a longer life. He didn't die young. And, I feel like, I know it sounds corny, but I feel like he died of old age. Okay, hold on. Okay. Your brother, did he die a while ago? Did he die like 6 years ago or 12 years ago?
This was in the past year in March.
Oh, he just passed. Okay. 20 years ago. Are you one of 3 living children?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Just making sure there's not a miscarriage. Okay. So you have what? Another brother and a sister?
Sister.
Oh, you just have the brother. So you're one of 3 kids. The brother, sister, the brother's past, sister alive.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I wasn't sure what you meant by that. But yes,
that's okay.
3 total.
Yes, 3 living children. Okay. Okay. That made it, walked around the earth, got to be brothers and sisters. Oh my God, my nose, hold on, is itching so much. When they come in strong, my nose starts itching. It's a phenomenon I have no explanation for. It's been ever since I had the gift. Your brother stepping forward, and my nose is on fire right now, like itchy. So he's a strong energy. Even though he's not loud and obnoxious, he's kind of laid back. He has the cool factor, Is he an older brother too?
Yeah.
To you, I mean? Hold on 1 second. And is there a June-July connection?
July is my birthday.
As your birthday. Did he die around his own birthday? Like March,
No.
April?
He died around my mom's birthday, like 4 days before.
Is
her
May
birthday.
or April? Right before Mother's Day, March, April. Say it again.
Her birthday was March 10th, and he passed on the 6th.
Thank you. There you go. You died around. It says that March, April. Something about his death. June, July. You okay? This is his way of giving detail. Not I like pizza. To say he's standing to your right, and because he's thin, he appears tall, but he's not really the tallest of the tall. Okay. Very preppy haircut, little bit of ears sticking out, a little, whatever, not bad. Prominent nose. Does he have blue eyes?
Does he what? I'm sorry.
Do you have blue eyes?
No. He has brown eyes.
Brown eyes. Who has blue eyes and very thin? Was he?
He was,
Is
yeah,
your dad
built,
passed?
like, athletically.
Is your dad passed?
No, but my dad does have like blue-green eyes, but he's not thin. He's on the thicker side.
No. It's not your dad. Do you have a father-in-law passed? Because I got a dad. Ex-father-in-law?
No father-in-law.
I have a dad coming through. Stepdad.
The only father figure besides my own dad could have been my grandfather, but he has
No, it's not him. I feel like it's your brother is what I'm seeing, and on his younger self. And something about somebody with the blue eyes. I don't know if it's because you're a hello to your dad, I mean, the only one with the blue eyes, and picking that out of whatever details to say hello to your father. But there's someone like a father figure coming through. Think of your husband. Is there anybody like his godfather? Somebody that he grew up with that would be like a dad to him. If your father was alive, who would be like a dad to him maybe? And it's not a grandfather. I keep getting I'm arguing with them like it's got to be a grandfather. They're going, no, dad.
So yeah, it could be my uncle Rick.
Rick?
Yeah, but he's still alive. Anybody that I can think of is still
No, this
here.
is somebody passed, honey. This is somebody passed. I feel like I'm getting scooted over to your husband's side.
Yeah. I'm not married, so I don't know.
And I feel like your husband, this father figure, would have died on the younger side, too. But not like 20. He would have been like 50 or 60.
Okay, that might be my Uncle Jamie. But he's passed.
Is that on your husband's side?
No, it's my dad's side.
Your dad's side. Jamie.
I'm not married either. I'm single Pringle.
Oh, you don't have a boyfriend, a partner,
No.
nobody?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then it's got to be your dad's side.
Yeah.
It's because I'm getting the married couple, right? Mom, dad, or female, male, and it's on his side. So, okay. So think of your dad's side. There goes the dad energy. Go into how does this guy connect with you as a dad? Is he your father-in-law? I mean, godfather? Was he just in your life a lot, so much that you got to know him more? That when he passes, there's that father influence.
So he was my dad's uncle, and he had a very strong influence on my dad, and was more of a father figure to him. And
oh, okay. To him. Right, he would and kind of been the dad, right? Figure for your dad.
Correct.
Okay, and how old was he when he passed? Was he 50s or 60s?
He was in his 50s.
50s, thank you. Because that's as much as all these details. Why do you say this, that month, and how old? It's to pinpoint exactly who's coming in with love for you, wanting to say, I see what's going on, you know? Hold on one second. Were you not there when your brother passed?
No, I wasn't there, but I did see him before.
Like the day before, or the weekend before he died. Did he die like on a Tuesday?
No.
And you saw him Sunday?
It was a Saturday.
Oh, Saturday. Okay. Had you seen him on Friday or Saturday morning?
I saw him Friday.
Friday, okay. Because I felt like the weekend, but I thought that's when you saw him, you know, and then maybe he died on Monday, Tuesday. And what it is the weekend is when you saw him and he died. Okay. He says already you've dreamt of me. Already you feel me around you. You're already getting some things, you know. And what he's doing is he's going to throw things at you that you may miss totally. And I'll go, okay, I'm not going to try that with her. Maybe you get license plates and you go, oh my God, look at that. Isn't that an amazing connection that he's making with me? And then he knows that works, and then he'll do more of that in the future. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
It's called,
definitely dreams that are the most like I feel
he
connected
already,
to him.
this is unusual. You know, he's really that good, or used to have a really special loving connection, you know, that he could pull off these dreams so soon. Vivid dreams, you know, that you're waking up and you're like, oh my God, I dreamt of him again, you know? And you got to understand that's him giving you that to let you know that he's okay. A lot of tears here, a lot of, I can't fix this, you know, especially with your mother, you know. A lot of people that couldn't do anything. You know, why do I feel like he was at home and wanted to be at home?
He wasn't at home when he passed, but he definitely wanted to be.
Okay. Did someone say, "Don't worry, we're going to try and get you home"?
No, I think he was just staying at his friend's house. It's not like he was, not able to come home, but
okay. Well, see, that's not being in the hospital. That's being at home to me. And I think that's what he's trying to say. Like, I don't know if you had a picture that he would be more comfortable in his own house, but he's just saying, don't worry about what I was going through. I'm more concerned about you guys knowing that I'm okay. I feel like he went actually very peaceful. The only thing is, from everything he said, it sounds like he was sick. I don't get him sick. I kind of get him like not well in some ways, but like just comfortable. Yeah. Had he lost his job? Was he out of work?
No, he had a really rough week, like mentally. He was physically,
yes, there's the
very
illness.
busy.
Thank you. I had a feeling it might be mental illness because he was sick but not sick. So I'm thinking, okay, what's the sick but not sick? He could be sick in the mind, not well in the head. Was he thinking of moving in with this guy that he was kind of hanging at the house? And was it in the woods or in a rural area?
No, it was just very random, I would say.
What, to be at this other house?
Correct.
Oh, okay. Who is he living with? Because I kind of feel like I need to move or I need to change my life.
Yeah, he lived at home still, but he was always talking about wanting to move out. And
thank you. Like going to California. Going, huh? What'd you say?
We were planning on not moving out to California, but right before he passed, he was talking about like taking a trip out there
to California.
Mm-hmm.
I know. He just told me that.
Yeah.
Right? Well, and it's his way of saying, a person that does that isn't somebody who wants to die. It's not somebody making plans to leave this world. So right there, do you have to wait till you have to pass to know that he wanted to die? He didn't want to die. Yeah, this is, I feel like this is more of an oops than anything. It's a person making a decision is passing, but he doesn't want to, it's almost like, it's almost like something else is taken over. The more and more I get this, and the more, and I speculate, I'm not God, so I don't just assume. I really feel like this was his mind, honey. Was he on medication and he switched medications?
No.
Are you sure? Because he's talking about taking something, then not taking it. And he thinks not taking it and waiting to take something was messing him up.
Yeah.
Was he quitting drugs or something, or trying to quit drugs?
Yeah, he did struggle in the past. like 10 years ago, but that's what we're not sure of.
Yeah, because what it is like this feeling of not doing that. And part of it is dealing now with everything that comes up. I can't self-hate myself, you know? And I feel like he was on some kind of a pill or something for anxiety or the monsters in his head, something. And I don't know if a friend gave it to him, like, I'll just give it to you, you can have mine, or he went to the doctor. But I kind of feel like he ran out. Like, and I feel like getting off of that or not taking that anymore made him a little bit like too much was hitting. His mind was overloading, you know? Who's Flo? Like Florence? Flo.
No.
Or Lou? Like Lois?
I mean, it sounds like Joel. That's like his only friend that like sounds similar to like Flo, Lou, Joel.
No, it's like a FLOU, and maybe they were getting me to Lou. Is anybody Italian on your mom's side?
Yeah.
Like her mom's mom, maybe?
Yeah, they're very Italian.
On your mom's side. Okay. Because I kind of feel like this woman comes in when he dies and goes, hey, come here. What's the matter? No, we got you, you know? Very Italian from the spirit world. Like he was greeted by people he never even knew that loved him because of who he was loved by and who he loved, that were family and connected, you know? I feel like the other side scooped him up and he went right over, you know?
Yeah.
Why do I feel like he's going back and forth with this relationship and it's always not good? Was he in a relationship like, and the person still wanted to be with him and he kept saying, no, I don't want to be with you?
No, I mean, it wasn't like that, but he was in a relationship.
Was it a guy?
No.
No. Is her name Lori?
No, but
Oh, really?
yeah.
Do you know if she was on drugs?
No.
No. Okay. Well, there's somebody that might have been at that time in his life, a friend, more than a friend, and did not quit doing that. I think was kind of tempting him and he kept saying no. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't want you in my life, you know?
Yeah.
And I keep getting like these woods, like trees all around. I don't know what to do with it.
Where he was, I mean, the house was like right next to, like it was in a like suburban area, but it was like right next to like a set of woods.
Okay. So when he first showed me like where he was a little bit more rural, then that's okay. He's just really making sure you don't miss that, you know? Were you down the shore when he died? Were you away on a vacation or something?
No, I was actually at work, but I was close by.
Okay. I don't know who he's talking to because he's giving me this feeling like, will you get over it? You weren't even here. How could you help me? You had to do that, or you were over there. I almost feel like out of state, like PA, Jersey.
Yeah.
So
my parents were actually in Jersey. I was at work, but the time we got the call, it was like way too late.
Right. Why were they in Jersey?
They were out to dinner with family friends.
Thank you. They're having fun. They're going out. They're in Jersey. Are they live in PA?
Correct.
Thank you. He's talking to your parents, honey. What are you thinking you could have done something? You're out. You're having fun. You're in Jersey when we're in PA. What are you going to do? Get a plane? It's like what he's trying to give you is this realistic look at the possibility of being able to do anything. I believe even if you were standing right next to him, you couldn't have changed his mind or decided to do anything different. You know? Hold on one second. Okay. Was somebody else in the house? Did he actually take his life?
No.
No. Did anybody in the house hear something running and it was too late?
So yeah, we don't know, but he was not alone. The one the one girl in the house was with him, and she said that she heard his phone alarm going off.
That's
and
it.
His phone alarm actually.
He saw her hear something. I was afraid it was a gunshot. Glad it wasn't. He came running in and then saw that he died.
Yeah.
So you see what that girl told your parents. He himself, own spirit, is backing up that is the truth. That she's not telling you something. Okay. And what's April again?
Nothing. March.
March, April. Is it somebody's birthday?
It was my mom's birthday in March.
Oh, your mom's birthday in March. Okay. Did he die right before it?
Correct.
He did. Okay. When did he pass? Because he's driving me crazy. I don't know what that was he's saying. When did he die? What's the date?
March 6th.
Oh, the same month. Got it. Okay. I don't know if you said that, but my head's all over because they're talking to me and I'm talking to them. What are you saying? I'm talking about. There's a lot going on for me. Okay. It's hard. It's like he wishes he could change that. Boy, he wishes he can make it not around my mother's birthday, you know? And I always feel like you have to be patient with your mother because your mother's lost it a little bit. Okay. Okay. Why do I keep seeing praying? Who's the one that gets up early and goes to church?
My dad.
Like 9 o'clock in the morning, 8:30 in the morning, gets up every day.
Not every day, but I mean,
well,
he
not
was not an avid churchgoer before this, but now.
Thank you.
Going,
yes, that's what I was going to say. It's like since he's passed, it's almost like he's doing this to save his soul. You know, like please bring him to heaven. You please tell him it's great that he goes to church. Nobody goes to hell. They don't, by the way. But if you do, I believe that you do get anointed. You do get blessed. It's good. It's a good thing. If it works for you, whatever. I love it myself. But he's already in heaven. Like he's in heaven. The prayers have helped. The prayers help him feel loved, you know, and that he's actually there with him. Okay. And I feel like your dad does sense that.
Yeah, he definitely finds like a sense of peace, which is, I mean, why he's
wait, hold on. Is your brother Michael?
No.
Is anybody police officer?
No, he did have a good friend named Michael, though.
Michael. Okay. I'm seeing Archangel Michael. That's usually to bring up the name Archangel Michael. If it isn't a message from Archangel Michael, symbol that means to bring up the name and like a policeman, you know. Was that like a friend that he went to school with?
Not school, but they've been like good neighborhood friends for.
Okay, yeah, like when they were kids. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. When you see him, make sure he brings him up, you know. Did they declare this like heart failure?
No.
No. Because he makes me feel like it was very quick and sudden.
Yeah,
that's it. Like it's like lights out. Elvis left the building, you know. I don't get suffering. I don't get anybody walking up and killing him and stabbing him 50 times, you know. I just get like that's it, out.
Yeah. Like
I do feel like he put him I feel like he put him in a position he shouldn't have been in for some reason. I don't know why. You know?
Yeah.
Is Chris the girl or Christina the girl that he was staying with? Tina?
No.
No?
That's my aunt.
Christy? Huh?
Yeah, his girlfriend's name is Nikki.
Oh, and I just read a Nikki.
Yeah.
See, that's serendipity. The last reading was Nikki.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And how do we connect with Christy or Christine?
My mom's middle name is Christine, but no one that we know is named Christy or Christine.
Didn't you say your aunt was Christy?
My aunt's name was Tina.
I mean, well, Tina. Yeah. Is that your mom's sister?
Yeah.
Okay. And isn't she crossed?
No, she's still here.
Oh, she is. Do you know anybody, Christy or Christina, that's crossed?
Not that I can think of.
Isn't her mother passed? Your grandmom on your mom's side?
Her
Okay.
name is Betty.
Yeah.
Tina.
And
Oh, wait, but Tina. It's not. Oh, Betty. Sorry.
it's okay. It's okay. But, and how many girls did they have? They have 4 girls?
They have 8.
A lot of girls, right? Not just your mom and this Tina, right?
Yeah.
Because I said, give me something else because, you know, she goes, well, talk about my girls. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. She actually have 1 boy or 2 boys?
Not my mom. Yeah. My grandma had a miscarriage, which was
A boy. And she goes, you know, I did have the boy. So that's your grandmom coming in. Your grandmom has your brother. Do you understand that? Like all these people. Is that the Italian lady?
So she came off as Italian, but she's Irish.
No. Who's Italian on your mom's side?
My grandpa.
Your grandfather. It's got to be his mother. Because this woman was talking Italian, waving her hands around. Little lady with dark hair and a little bun. That's your great grandmother, your mother's grandmother on her father's side. Do you understand that woman earlier? Everybody out the way. Let me get the, come here. Never would have met him. Your brother would have never met her here. She would have been up the ladder too much. That's your dad. She's the Italian side on your mom's side. So it would be her father's mother, your mom's grandma. So when you talk to your grandma, you talk to your mother, say, I talked to Teresa, and tell her everything he said. And then say, guess what? Your grandmom on your dad's side, the Italian grandmother for your mother, came in and one of the first ones to grab him and get him over there safe into heaven. And she'll go, yep. She'll know why. Okay. And remember, there's a Lou, like Florence, like a Lois, something like that. She'll figure it out. Okay. And yeah, and all those girls, who would say that, right? My girls keep going like 8, 9, and we had the 1 boy and thank God, that she had a boy, because I would look like an idiot right now. Right.
Yeah.
So that helps you understand. So when you give that to your mother, and hopefully she knows too, because she probably told you, that's validation too, because you can't Google that, because you guys have to know that your brother, she has to know her son is safe. He can't even have hiccups, a runny nose, nothing to bother. He's in a state of grace that he's working through all that. And his mind is healed, honey. Yeah. Why do I feel like I took my life, but it was an accident. I really didn't kill myself. Did he do something that caused his passing?
We're thinking that we're not sure, but yeah, I feel like he was partially, responsible for why he is where he is. Yeah.
Well, how did they find him? They find him on the floor? Next to the bed?
On a couch.
On the couch.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't on the floor?
No. We're not sure. We saw him after, the paramedics, were there and everything.
Right. They might have picked him up and put him on the sofa if it was early. Because he didn't get a bed, but I don't know if that's where he was sleeping, on the sofa, or he was going to sleep over kind of thing on the sofa.
Yeah, he was sleeping over his friend's house. And
right.
He could sleep on the sofa.
Thank you. Because he's kind of giving me that, the reason it's the sofa and I gave you a bed feeling is because I want to say I was going to go to bed. That was what I was thinking, And I'm going to tell you, I don't get anybody killing him. I don't get any disruption of the body. I'm waiting to feel, like I said, stab, a bruise, an aneurysm in his head, like a pain in the head, a heart trauma, like anything. I don't get any of that. I kind of feel like mentally what I was going through and what I was trying to take to make my mind right. I feel like it was all of that stuff added up to just like dying there, you know. They didn't do an autopsy? Because if they did, they wouldn't have found anything, honey.
They wrote it as an accidental death.
Because why?
They pretty much didn't find anything like physically that was wrong with him. And I mean, it's that's why we're in such a
Limbo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because guess what the words he used? Remember? Earlier in the reading, it was an accident. Remember?
Yeah.
Right? And then I'm waiting for any kind of injury, nothing. And he makes me feel like I'm at home. Like, and then he gave me that feeling of sleeping over. So I'm telling you, what I feel happened is, and it's odd, yes, but it happens to people, is his heart stopped. And I think a lot of it, the back and forth with what he was taking. And actually what he was taking, maybe you don't know about. And I don't consider it a drug. I feel like more medication to kind of calm his nerves. And then he ran out of it, or he didn't have it anymore. And things were a little heightened at the time. But I think it's more not stress, just wear and tear on the body. The only thing is, I don't see that he's 20. He doesn't feel like he's 20. He feels like he's 30. He feels older. He doesn't feel that young.
Yeah.
And you said he was 20.
No, he was like closer to 30, but
Oh, he was? Oh, I didn't know that. I thought you said 20. How old is he? How old was he when he died?
He was 27.
27, thank you. But psychically, I kept feeling him more like 30, not 20. Yeah. Thank you for my sanity. Because sometimes, I go, what's wrong with this gift? I look, fix it. Yeah. So there you go. Thank you. Because that what that does is allow you to know he's your brother. You're going to see him in heaven. He's not going to have a scratch or anything. He's going to feel and speak with a clear mind and heart. And he does that right now. He doesn't come in SOS. Oh my God, I'm all upset. In fact, a lot of why he's really leaning through the veil and trying to be felt and giving you so many dreams is because he wants you to see that he's alive. Because doesn't he look great in the dreams? And doesn't he talk like he has common sense and everything's okay, like he's still alive, right?
Yeah.
It's almost like, tell mom I'm fine. I'm right here. What are you saying? I'm dead,
Yeah.
Yeah. So a lot of, did you get one that he said, tell mom? Because he keeps saying, tell mom.
Yeah. I actually had like my first dreams in April and May. So he came through like right away.
Right away. That's what he said. He said, where do you hear this, Teresa? I came in right away, right when I died, because there was an urgency for the living, not for me, to know that I'm okay, that I'm alive, that I exist, that there is something past when the body does die, the soul does continue, that I can be sitting here with them and enjoying my life, a part of their life too. Because you got to think he has the best of both worlds. He has heaven. And I wanted to explain this to you, which I had a spirit explain to me after 25 years of doing this, just about a week or two ago. And I just love it. I want you to think about, Taylor, about a time where you were on vacation for about a week. And I want you to imagine where you were staying, where you were sleeping, where you were taking a shower, and maybe if there was a refrigerator, what you were putting in the refrigerator, taking out of the refrigerator. You were literally living in that space for a week. You got it? You remember what it looked like?
Yeah.
That was your home for a week. Now, when you left that, packed everything up again, it's all over, got to go home. You go home, you pull into the driveway and you look at your house, home sweet home. You walk in. Does anybody have to tell you where the bed is or where the kitchen is? No, it's your home, right? It's so familiar. You know every nook and cranny. You know where to put away things. You know where, the smells. That's what it feels like for them when they go back to heaven. They pull right in. They remember everything, and all the memories of all the details of their heavenly home come vividly back to them. And they feel safe. They know where they are. They know who they're with. They know how it works. We're in the limbo stage, and especially because he's so young. You last time you talked to him, you talked to him on the phone, he's going, oh, and I'll talk to you in a little bit, whatever. You didn't think he was going to die.
Right.
He doesn't want you to feel bad about what you didn't say because you're saying he hears you. He cannot read your mind. Thank you, God, Taylor, right? Would that be awkward, right? They do not read our minds, but they can hear everything we think only connected to them, which could be when we reminisce about them, when we think of them, talk to them from our heart, our mind. There is no miscommunication. Like here we're going, Taylor, did you say pickle or tickle? What'd you say? We don't get some things when we're talking down here. In heaven, to each other, and how they receive what we send them, complete understanding. Did you hear me? Does he really get what I'm trying to say? Yeah, he got it. He already knew it before you said it. And they have a beautiful gift. We'll have it too one day. That allows them to feel every drop of love inside our heart and soul, right? For them, inside them. So your brother can feel every drop of love inside your heart and soul for him, inside himself, right? So he knows more than you do how much you love him. He really does. And I know you say, I'll argue that. I can feel every time. I love him so much. I miss him. But guess what? Nope. You're limited. You're in the body. You're not divinity yet, full divinity in heaven. You're not all spirit yet. And he does. And he's not God, but he does. He knows that. He knows how much mom and dad. And they gotta, your mom's gotta be a little bit how do I say this? Your brother is tell your mom be nice to your dad. That's the best way I can say it. Lighten up on dad. Yeah, because you got to get angry at something, right? Kick a door, throw something. It's like, it's you should have been able to help her, but you can't. And there's just some things even he couldn't, And who knows? It could have been his time. Some souls come down to teach, to help us learn things, even though we think they're learning more than us, but here they're really teaching us. And then they graduate early, and he's at the free no-calorie buffet. Yeah, and he knows he went through a lot younger. He knows he made some bad decisions, but he's a person right now that would make a better decision. So he's better for it. He's learned it, doesn't have to go through it again. I know it sounds corny, but are you concerned about somebody not knowing how to swim that's alive?
No, not that I can think of.
Do you have any grandchildren yet?
No.
No. How old are your kids?
I don't have any kids.
How old are you?
I'm 25.
Oh, you're such a baby. You're so cute. Well, when you have kids, there's going to be a part of you that somehow just wants to make sure they know how to swim. Well, going to swimming classes. It's not anything bad. It's just that I feel like this is your brother wanting to keep them safe. It's going to be very corny with him, honey. Get used to it.
Yeah.
He's going to be the one. Did you lock the front door? You left the light on downstairs. Yeah. It's almost like we're not made of money. He was a very simple guy. I don't think he needed much to be happy. You know what I mean? Like a backpack.
Have nice things, but it never really changed much.
I feel like if he dream life, a backpack on his back and going all over the United States. Not a trailer.
That's what he pretty much was doing. Except he wasn't married, but
no, I don't get him married, but I don't get a trailer, with the window and the little, like whatever, like it's, I don't know what it's called. What is that called? Like a RV thing. I'm not talking about that. I literally mean like getting in his car, throwing a few things in the back, or hoofing it, or getting a bus, or whatever, like just seeing the world. So if you go, wow, wonder what you're doing, if it isn't helping you get a good parking spot or helping you with details of your life, he's probably seeing the world, honey.
Yeah.
He was
a race car driver, so he.
Yeah.
was traveling like the country with his
Yes.
like trailer and
Yep.
stuff like that.
Yeah. He says, I don't need the trailer anymore. Because he kept going, no trailer, no trailer. So he had a trailer and he was traveling the country. Because I kind of like, he gives me this beautiful, like, I know it's corny. You would rather go to Paris and have a croissant or a Danish, like, or whatever. Like, he goes, I like the West. I like the Rocky Mountains, Colorado. I loved going out in the middle of nowhere and just being there, you know? Yeah, seeing places that maybe no one's around, you know? So I'm glad that he did that. I'm glad he was a race car driver. And I really, you know, it's so ironic, though, because I don't get him doing it right before he died. I almost got like he couldn't do it. What was that about? Oh, COVID?
And so he actually couldn't because he didn't have a motor in his car.
Oh, okay. When did he die?
March 6th.
Oh, just this year?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it was COVID too. But he's saying I couldn't do it even if I wanted to. I couldn't, you know.
Yeah.
A little annoyed at that he is. But look at, do they have cars? Do you have planes? Do you have all this stuff for transportation? Heaven, no. Because you just think of where you want to go, you go. But can you work on cars? Can you drive cars? Can you work on anything over there and have the gift of it when you come in to have a knack for it? Sure. So if he liked it, picture him doing it, you know, but he can't get hurt. He can't die, you know.
Right.
So I think a part of the thrill of race car driving was the danger part, though, you know. So maybe the edge will be not there when he goes over there, you know. Is your mom like a little bit out there? Don't tell her he said it, but he's just kind of giving me like your mom when he died. A little piece of her brain cracked off and floated over there. Like there's something missing, you know, like she lost it a little bit, you know, from this. Like I feel like she just, like a robot, goes through her steps of the day, just trying to do and acting like, you know, but, you know, you just got to be prepared for that because she's like a time bomb ticking kind of a, you understand?
Yeah.
Yeah, just be there to hold her, not have to have all the answers. And just, you know, same thing with you. But I feel like you're almost like her mother. Like you're the daughter, but you're kind of like your mother's mother. Does that make sense? A little bit? Yeah. Did you do anything in his memory?
So, yeah, today was his birthday. So.
Oh, there you go. Did you do anything, though, after? Was he cremated?
No.
No. After his funeral, why do I feel like you did something? Did you release balloons?
We did. He had like a memorial race at the track where he would race at, and we set off like those fire lanterns.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And just not yesterday, but the day before, I did a reading and somebody came through. I forget who I read. God, it's horrible. Bagpipes. And sure enough, this person had bagpipes at their funeral. He's bringing up something unusual and he's giving me like letting go of, you know, these white. Were they white? Or did they have anything written on them too?
Yeah.
Because I kind of feel the way he gave it to me is like balloons with messages tied to it. So he keeps going back to that. So maybe it's that, maybe there was messages on it. I've never seen it. I really don't know what it looks like. I've heard about it, like lanterns, whatever. I've seen them in movies on the water, like drifting on the water. I don't know what it looks like but were you writing something on it?
Yeah, so before we actually lit them on fire, we wrote like messages all around it with a Sharpie, and then that's when we lit them on fire.
See, I would think if you did it, the paper would bust it so thin, but you can write on it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I learned something today.
Still, very fragile, but we were able to.
You were able to do it. Okay, yeah. So look at, this is where your mind goes, what? But you got to hear it. Everything you do for your brother goes to your brother. Even if it burns up, even if it goes into the water and gets soaks and sinks, even if it goes out into the atmosphere and just combusts out there somewhere, you know, everything that you do in their name goes to them. So even though it has this own journey here, because it was created in his name, the message on it, it actually sits in some, maybe stringed along back and with little all lit up, and you'll go over there to visit him and go, oh my God, there's all the lanterns Teresa talked about. You do have them. And of course he read all the messages. He was there when you were writing them. Because everybody goes through their own service. Every spirit visits their own funeral and wait. You understand that? They're not going to miss it, you know? And they're not so, you know, as much as we like to make a joke of it, who showed up? What did I look like? Did my makeup look good? They don't care about any of that. It's all about being supportive more. You wouldn't even think this, but actually trying to help us through that day more than them being okay about it. Okay? Yeah. Love and supportive. Did you write a letter? I keep getting somebody cremated. And I thought like somebody put something in and they cremated it all together as if there was a letter in there. Did you put a letter in his coffin?
Yeah, I did.
That's
But,
it.
he had a few letters in there, but
Good. He got them. Okay. Whether it's pictures, stuffed animal, whatever. And what's with the Flyers? Is it the Phillies or the Flyers?
he didn't really like
Sports at all. What again? Is it? Did you just go to a Phillies game?
No, but I mean, that's what the Flyers not too long ago. So maybe that.
Was it after he died?
No, it was recent. So I mean, well, yeah, technically after, but it's like,
Yeah. Is it something? He goes. So I want to tell you everything. He goes. I never said I was athletic. You know, and I was laughing too because I am the most non-athletic person you'll ever meet. I am like I bowl a high 50, and that's supposed to be good for me.
he
Okay.
Play soccer, but that.
No. He says it's not my athleticism. He says, and he gave me this symbol, and I'm thinking, is that the Flyer symbol, like with the wings there, you know, F, and then they turned it into like a. And I'm like Phillies, you know, so. If you just went to, and then he gave me you, and I don't even know what you look like, but who you are, if I knew it was you, like sitting in the stands with all people. So then I asked you, did you go? So he wants you to know he went with you. Again, would he go even if you didn't go? No, he's not really into it. Because you went, he got to be there with you. And he says there was a sign there. You got a big sign from him. Did they announce something on this? Is there a screen? I don't know if there's a screen. I don't know what it looks like. Did it have his name or something? Maybe his first name? Meaning, it could have been somebody else, but did somebody have his name?
Yeah. So like on the ice, like I don't know, we see like the player 24, and then the other like on the other team, like the player 10, and just because of his birthday, and that's like his racing trademark 1024. Like I feel like I see that everywhere.
Oh, wow.
It's not like a common name. So whenever I see
What's
that,
his name?
That's definitely a big sign, but I definitely see the numbers more.
Okay, what's his name?
Blake.
Oh, Blake. Okay. Did anybody have the name Dean?
No Dean.
Or a D? Is there a D connection? Like Dale?
Yeah.
David? No? Okay. I heard that. Then I heard you say something about his name, and I thought, oh, he gave me it wasn't that. So I thought and he's pointing to this candle. So did you do anything with candles, like a candle vigil, light a candle for him among other souls?
Yeah, so, I mean, I always light candles for him, but last night,
Oh, wow.
I went to the cemetery and lit a candle like right at midnight, and it's been very windy, and like
That's very cool.
it was even a little bit, and it was still lit this morning.
Wow. And do I see a person going like this and bring up the candle? No, but I feel like his hand and his finger pointing to this candle lit, saying something about you lighting a candle only for him, you know? And what's coming up. We got All Saints Day, All Souls Day, which has to do with the people, the citizens of heaven, the afterlife. So know that he was with you when you lit that candle. That's pretty cool. Now I don't see him as on tour with Aerosmith or anything. He says I'm not even good at it, but he brings up an acoustic guitar.
See, I mean, he used to love like playing Guitar Hero, and like I think about it all the time.
Oh, okay.
Like we would always like be competitive when it came, and one of his favorite songs to play was like an Aerosmith song.
Wow, that's cool. Living on the edge. That was him. That was him. Because he loved living on the edge, being a race car driver. Yeah, that's not one number is hard for them to pull off. The whole date of their death or birth on the clock, hard to pull off. But like 10, would you say 24, something like that? Like that's crazy, and he does that for you. And this is a definite example of this man giving you the kitchen sink. The kitchen sink means I'm going to try everything and anything to get her attention, to let her know a few things, which are I'm alive, I love you, right? And he exists, right? Yeah. And I don't worry about how he's going to do it. This guy will make it happen. Now, right away, race car driving. If you turn on the TV and the last time you had it on was like the day before, and it's race car driving, randomly, whatever station, like say hello, you know, right?
Yeah.
Don't wait for the 10:24 or whatever. Yeah. I kind of feel like, I know you said the numbers were brought up at that game. I kind of feel like his name was brought up somehow. What did you say his name was again?
Blake.
Blake. Okay. That's a tough one. But is anybody's last name Blake on a team? Or was anybody's first name Blake?
I'm trying to remember. Not that I mean, I could have completely missed it. I feel like that's one thing that.
No, I feel like he does it and you caught it. Maybe it's not at the game then. Because again, it's hard to see that name somewhere. It's not a common name. You know,
Right.
But whenever and however he can get that to you, or even his initials on a license plate, please know it took a lot for that car to pull in front of you right when you pulled out and made you look down and go, oh, you know, and just say, hey, buddy, you know. His name, though, did you have a nickname for him that has nothing to do with his first name?
It had somewhat. It was just more like just like a funny nickname.
Yeah.
Like,
right. Nothing to do with Blake, though. Right? It's like a totally different name. Because I went, hey, buddy. And he went, he gave me that feeling like you did have it like a nickname for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like random, you know? So, and did you have a small dog pass? A black and white dog?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Because he just picked them up. And I don't know if it's, was it a P name? Or a P name?
The dog?
The dog with a P.
Coco.
Oh, Coco. Okay. I was getting like Poppy for some reason. Poppy.
That's what we actually called my grandpa, Poppy.
Okay. Well, there's your grandfather.
Yeah.
Because there's grandpop, yeah, grandfather, there's pop, grandpop, yeah, Poppy. Okay, cool. Now I'm thinking it's the dog's name. Your poor grandpa. He's probably thinking, what's when I'm being called the dog? No. The dog, they love the dog. Your brother, not to dismiss what he just did, was a visual of him picking up this dog. So it's small enough to be picked up. Not a pop dog, but a smaller dog. Well, on that note, just know that your brother on his, you said his birthday's today, right?
Right.
Right? On his birthday, out of 365 days in a year, here I am talking to him. And believe me, I'm nothing. This is all his grace, all his doing. Know that what he didn't mention, he's aware of. What he did mention, he's glad that you acknowledged and understood. Please pay it forward to anybody that would benefit by, because he's counting on you to do that. All right? And let's see what we get. And you got my mind is free. That was one of his first messages. My mind is free. Out of 44 cards, not one talking about that at all. Right? And there's a doorway or a big castle window here with no glass, no door on it. That means an open invitation for you to always talk to him. He's always talking to you. And just like the 3 pigs, the foundation of the house, all the way went to the stone. This is a stone structure. That means where he lives in heaven is stable, is strong, is a good place. All right? So no worries. God, what are we going to do with all our free time, Taylor? We're not worrying in heaven. I'm going to have weeks and weeks free. So from here, from Spirit Inspires, we love you. We love your brother for his courage for stepping forward. All your loved ones for coming through, even your black and white dog that loves you. And know that you're very much loved. Okay? And he thanks you for that candle. He really liked that you did that you got to talk alone. And he says, don't worry about when you cry, because I'm holding you at that time, and I know it's love. Okay? Every card, every letter, everything you do in his name, he has. Nothing's lost, honey. Nothing's not given to him. Okay? All right. And he will, and he will be there every step of the way with your life, okay? Appropriately.
Definitely a very lucky chance. So I appreciate everything.
You're welcome. We appreciate you being a part of the show. Without you, we don't have a show. So we thank you and your brother for having this great connection that is already happening, right? We're just validating. When I hang up, he's still with you. Right? You know that. All right. God bless. All right. Bye-bye. I feel like, I don't know why, I felt like awkward saying it to her, but I have to say it right now because you're going to be watching anyway. I feel like the relationship she is in, the people that she does surround herself, her brother loves them too, and just looks at them as a big extended family. He's really proud of her and happy for the life that she does have. He's proud of his sister. So I want to thank you for meeting me today. All of us here at Spirit Inspires, we hope you have a great week. Happy Halloween. And for the spirit world, to you, we love you. Bye.